Hey kids, welcome to another episode of the 1/6 Pack, episode 84. If you're new to the show, we discuss all things 1/6 figures, hot toys, 3-0 in art, Asmus, third party, and we have a little something to drink while we do it. You can join us in that. You don't have to. It's not required. My name is Trevor 1/6 Shooter. With me as always are my co-hosts, Tommy D, aka Eye of Watu, and TJ, aka Capes Dot and Dot Rifles. How you boys doing? That's a hell of a Christmas shirt. Oh my god, I didn't know it lit up. I don't know why I didn't notice that beforehand.
I wasn't on beforehand. It says like that shit at the bottom, so might as well.
Well, I mean, yeah. That's perfectly appropriate right there. That's perfect. And sometimes you need that. Oh, Jesus, look at him. He's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Bearded Toy Man with the $5 bomb. Happy New Year, all. Cheers. He could have said that in about 2 minutes when I introduce him and bring him on, but I appreciate the $5 bomb. Very unnecessary, but as always, that's why we love him. But like, he doesn't have to pay. He's great. You don't have to pay the $5, man. Jay's Toy Collectibles is here. And I just want to say hi to Jay because I just got done watching his top 24 of the year videos. Very good, and he had a bunch of 1/6 in there too, which Jay collects everything under the sun. If you watch this video, I mean, I don't know how he does it because I don't know where he lives in the UK, but I know out in the countryside you've got bigger homes and things like that, but good lord, man, the man's house top to bottom is just toys. It's crazy. Alan Report says
sounds
the
like
sweater.
a dream.
My eyes. Oh my god,
I turned
Lego,
it off, Alan.
1/6, everything. Thanks, Greg. I was on New to Mythics today. Just jumped on kind of quick. Another great show on YouTube here. New to Mythics, look it up. We got 12-inch Moose Dream. What's going on, man? New subscriber. He just subscribed like a week ago. I was just on one of our guest show, I think was where he saw that and jumped on. Appreciate it. Brian Carr, Caleb Collects. What's going on? Josh Brown is here. What's going on, Josh? Dave Orkin's here. Chris Johnson is here. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate it. Universal Key just jumped in. Santos Rivera. What's up, Santos? Good to see you. So it is our annual top 10 1/6 figures. We do it every year. Thus the name, annual. It's always fun. We usually we have our own top 10s, and then we try to come up with a consensus top 3 between the three of us. But we've expanded the
universe.
The universe this year, and we've got 7 people on this panel now that are all going to have to come to a consensus of the top 2024 1/6 figures. So let's bring everybody on. We've got some returning champions in Sean, Visual Approach Photo, Jordan, Bearded Toy Man, Alberto, Noir Kaiser Effects, and all the way from Ireland at like God knows what time in the morning it is right now. And I appreciate him coming on. I
with the beer in hand too.
I know, and we've had him on before. It took a little coordination because he had to have some time to be able to not have to go. Like, this is a Sunday too, and he's a teacher. So, normally there's school, but I guess because of the holidays and stuff, he's got the day off, and he's staying up with us, and I really appreciate that he did. And I got back to him late, and he still came on, and welcome, 1/6 Figure Focus. Shane, what's up?
Just
look at that.
2 things.
Wow,
number 1,
Guinness.
it's Guinness o'clock over here. And number 2, it's so hard to just hold this pint and not drink it. So cheers, folks.
Cheers.
That's a nice head you got on there, too. That's beautiful. Oh, beautiful. There you go. Nice.
That's the way to go. It's because of this bad boy.
Welcome. Well, Shane has told everybody what he's drinking. Let's go to our guests. Is anybody, again, don't have to have anything. If you have something, you could share it with people just to inform them, teach them about something new. It's part of the show, so we're keeping it up. Sean, you got anything? Eggnog?
I got a six pack of Yingling tonight.
Yingling?
Reliving my Mythic Legions Con dreams here by drinking it.
There you go. Jordan, how about yourself?
I've got a little serving size of basil.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Nice. Serving size. Alberto, what you got in Puerto Rico? Alberto's birthday the other day. There he goes, a little birthday drink. What do you got?
Well, since I drank rum like a pirate yesterday, I'm taking it slow with some medalla today. So
there you go. Okay.
I don't hitting it with water afterwards. So, yeah.
Good man. Good man. Good
Smart
man. Good man. Good man. TJ, what do you got for us?
Kona longboard.
Oh, wow. Nice.
There we go. Oh,
I haven't seen that in a bottle in a long time. Well, I guess that's what it comes in a bottle, right? I don't know if they have cans for that.
In honor of the heat wave that we're experiencing in Connecticut right now.
Yeah, what do you got? We were like 53 today or something like that. It was balmy. Yeah.
It was 55 compared to last week's 20 degrees.
Yeah, hang on to your parkas because it's going to get cold in about a week. So
it's 85.
I'll tell you what.
Nice.
Yeah. Alberto. Yeah. All right. What do you got? Like 85 degrees down there, something like that, or 90? What do you got? 100?
Yeah, 85 now every day.
Nice.
So.
Nice, beautiful. Tom, what do you got?
I got
something to match your sweater.
No, just a local favorite, Pliny the Elder. So,
well, do Pliny the Elder, but it's got a bow on it. So,
it's a gift from my cat sitter who was watching my cat while I was away for Christmas. So
please turn the sweater on, please.
You are fucking festive.
Tom is so fucking festive. I love it.
Yeah,
turn the sweater on, please.
I got a little bourbon as well. Jordan, I got Booker's. Somebody gave me some Booker's small batch. And it's in my nice, if any of you can see that, it's the 1.6 shooter glass that got from my friend Jordan a couple years ago.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Everything tastes better. Cheers. All right, are we ready for this? There's a lot of coordination here, man. This is going to be a little crazy. All right, and everybody in the chat, play along if you've got your top 10 list in your head, or you want to make it up as you go along. As we go down from 10 to 1, throw them in there. Put the number before it and put your picks in there. All right, what do you say? You want to get things started? Let's start with our guests. So I have Shane's top 10. So I'm going to go with Shane. We'll start from the bottom. We'll go all the way to the top, and then we'll circle back down. So Shane, your number 10. So as soon as I hit this, it's going to come up on the stage. Is C-3PO from Return of the Jedi from Hot Toys. Great pick. Now, do you have this figure? Are all the figures on your list figures you have? Because you didn't have to be. Okay.
Everything. The Artisan Joker is not on my top 10. That's not because it's a bad figure. The thing looks incredible.
Yeah.
But I realized that, like, when I was putting on my list, pretty much everything on I had like 12 and then I shortened it down to 10. They were either figures that I have in hand, or there's 2 figures on that I don't have in hand yet, but they're on my pre-order list. Because InArt just threw a major spanner in the works to... I had my like top 5, top 10 all nice and pretty looking, and videos made, and then boom. Yeah, So I do have this in hand, and yeah, it's just it's not as exciting, say, as I don't know, a Bane or a Mark III Iron Man or a Return of the Jedi Vader, but I mean. It's C-3PO from the original trilogy that we've been clamoring for the longest of time. So I think it'd be rude not to include it. And
diecast. The first time we could get diecast outside of the what was the
Tamashii Nations.
Tamashii Nations Chogokin. Sort of Chogokin.
And it's the golden one that we want, and it has and it has a limited articulation, but come on, like, I mean, Anthony
it's
Daniels,
C-3PO.
I'm pretty sure he has limited articulation. He's not doing backflips, like no yoga going on here, but yeah, it just screams Star Wars. You put that next to Return R2D2 and just
absolutely
really cool.
My only problem with this figure, well, maybe I'll save it because it made my list. I'll save that from my list, but it's great.
Is it
it's
USB
a
powered?
Great looking figure.
But it's not USB powered?
No, that's not it, actually. I don't care about that. But, I'm happy to have this in hand. I almost want to get 2 because granted, this is the Return of the Jedi. It's not as dirty as it should be for A New Hope. And, I always thought that the Sideshow one was decent. It was actually a pretty good sculpt. It just was plastic and, whatever. I had some breakage on there, but, yeah, it's nice. Great pick. Yeah, definitely, not a top 5 figure, I don't think, for most people, but it's definitely great. I think a lot of people forgot about it, yeah. A couple of the people we got in there, we got Heinrich Hoffman. What's going on, Heinrich? We got Nate Strong. What's up, Nate? How's it going, man? And I appreciate, hit that like. I always say that. It's
so
free.
easy, man. So easy.
And it lets people know that this is happening. As soon as you hit there more activity that's going on, people know what's going on. Shane knows. All right, let's shoot over to Alberto's top 10. And you got a couple of honorable mentions. And Shane, if you've got some honorable mentions, you can throw them in the next round here too as well. But tell us about this one here.
Yeah, that was a last year release. I just figured out before we started. So, but either way, I'm really happy that they came out with this. And they're continuing the line of one of my favorite animes, and 3-0 did a wonderful job with it. And they're gonna keep pushing more figures out. So, and it's weathered, it's very articulated, and they're doing new bodies for them, and the sculpts are perfect. So it's just, I would just wanted to throw that one in there just for those anime fans out there. So. And
the anime is Nikaido? Is that what it's called?
No, it's Dorohedoro. It's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The character.
I don't know these things. Tom knows.
Oh, Tom knows.
Yeah. My anime knowledge is super incredibly limited, but I mean I have some, but like.
Well, you like this stupid. One? It's wild and gory and entertaining. So yeah,
okay.
Cool.
All right, and your second one is Red Knight. Susu Toys was one that I searched for, man. Like, there is one that made my honorable mentions, and I'll bring that up. But they've slowed down. I realized, I told the guys this, that I'm still waiting for their Starlight version. Like, that was 2 years ago that I ordered that thing. So who knows?
They have too many waiting in the wings, waiting to be released. And I think they actually even promised after the last thing that they showed off that they're not going to be putting out any more for pre-order until they catch up on stuff. So
that's good. Okay, I didn't see that announcement. I like when somebody does that. That's really good. So this was. Yep.
Yeah, I picked because I don't know if we're gonna get another Jason Todd figure at some point, but they did an awesome job with this one. The tailoring is perfect. The body proportions are perfect. It's all no pleather at all, so there's no risk of it flaking. You get 3 head sculpts. You get a lot of weapons. It's really posable, and and for the price now you can get it. It's not even going for 120 on the market. You can get it even for less. But it's a great figure. So
moves pretty well in that outfit.
Yeah. You can take off the jacket and you can go tactical suit with them. So you got options.
There you go.
You might see this one again show up later in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's on my things to do list also. So.
All right, so let's get on to your number 10, which I believe is the next slide here, and that is Darth Sidious.
Yes,
from the Clone Wars.
Yeah, Hot Toys historically has been known for getting old people doing the sculpts very well. I think Tarkin to this day is one of the best sculpts out there. I don't know if they're going to redo that one, but they did it. In my opinion, they did a perfect job on Sidious's sculpt, and without the hood on, from the wrinkles, the liver spots, everything. It's a macro photographer's dream for me. I gotta keep shooting on this one. There's absolutely no pleather, and for once they've gotten down the hoods right for Jedi. So hopefully they'll keep working towards that.
That's a good point. That hood is one of the best hoods for, they're going by the kind of the cartoon on this one. So I think it's a little more pronounced and stuff, but yeah, I wish like the Anakins had these, deeper hoods on them. Even the Anakin, or even the Sidious, Palpatine from Return of the Jedi.
The sculpt for Ian McDiarmid on this, it's absolutely gorgeous with the movable eyes and that I Conquered the Galaxy smirk. It's perfect. Yeah,
that's right.
It's a good figure.
Right.
So, yeah.
Nice pick. All right, who we got next? We got Jordan. There we go. Jordan's number 10. Do you have any? You don't have any honorable mentions, do you, or do you?
No, I didn't buy enough figures this year. Yeah.
All right. Well, you didn't have to buy them. I mean, that's not a stipulation, but that's okay. That's cool. I'm glad you're sticking to that. So number 10, yeah, Mace Windu, man. Forgot he came out this year, honestly.
Yeah. It's 10 because it's not, the sculpt is not great.
Yeah.
I took the fat suit off, so after that, it's a really cool figure to play with.
Nice.
But I think it's the only Mace we'll ever get. I mean,
yeah.
Unless he comes around in some Mandalorian episode 3 years from now, whatever. So
I really hope they don't bring him back to life. I would love it.
I
mean, he's fantastic, but it's almost like somebody's got to stay dead.
It's redundant at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love Mace Windu, and it's the only one I think we'll ever get. And even though the sculpt is not fantastic, for someone that's doing a list based on only figures that I have, I was scraping the bottom of the barrel by the end of it. So I'm like, okay, it's got to be Mace.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is something like the good thing about a figure like this is somebody may come along and I think things have ramped up to the point where like I'm not in it as much because I'm not doing as much like custom work. So I'm not on the cusp of some of the sculpts that are coming out. And this isn't so bad that like it used to be back in the day, like, oh, this sculpt is so bad, somebody's got to do a third-party version of it and make it look like the character. Yeah. But if you did get a third-party version of it, pretty easy paint job, don't have to have any hair, so you don't have to root it or anything like that. You're good to go. So, yeah. But I think it's passable. I think it's a decent sculpt. I think I put this at like a 7. It's the thing under his lip I determined after looking at it, but like the plenum or whatever you call that is just a little too long or something. I don't know what it was, but it's close. It's very close. It's nice, and
it's fun.
I mean,
it's a good one.
Great character too. I mean,
yes.
Mace was great.
It needed
all right,
eyes, man. It needed rolling eyes.
It did need that. It just missed the cusp of that. Right? Like it just missed the cusp of being one of the figures
that would have made a difference. Yeah.
I think rolling eyes would have really brought out some of the inaccuracies in the sculpt, though. So it's kind of good that it doesn't have it, and so you're forced to photograph it from an angle that looks similar to Samuel L. Jackson. Rolling eyes would have been a mess for me, anyway. It would have been a mess.
There you go. Rooted goatee for Nick Fury. There you go. I'm going to push us over to the other side here so we can get these chats up and stuff like that without cutting everybody off. And yes, that is a bad motherfucker. Okay. Caleb's holding out for Revenge of the Sith, Sidious. Yeah? Okay. That could be good.
Yeah.
Mike's here. What's up, Mike? Thanks for joining us, man. Got to get you on the show. Vonnie Rotten's here. What's up, Vonnie?
You just wait, buddy.
All right. And speaking of Sean, let's go to Sean and get his number 10 in here. And that would be... Oh, look at that.
There it is.
Yeah, Sidious. I think similar to what the others have said, they found an incredible way of mixing the live action with the animated, and the slight smile is just incredible. And
it's perfect.
It's so good. And the hood the same. It's the same. You know, being able to put that hood over him effortlessly and have it look good all the time is important, because you know, we've been struggling with these things for better part of a decade now, and this one's spot on. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, you see more of the sculpt here, obviously, than the last image, but even the hair looks great. I mean, they did a good job with the sculpted hair. Rolling eyes definitely help a sculpt like this and a character like this to give it some expression, to take that expression. And it could be many things on Palpatine, right? That little smirk can be like completely evil, or that benign, like, no, please, like that, It's really and that's what Hot Toys has been doing more of is these subtle expressions, not that blank stare. And when you get something that's expressive like this, the majority of us being toy photographers, it opens up so many new avenues in 6 scale, which weren't there prior to them kind of going in this direction, where they started having sculpts that were emotive and expressive and things like that. And this is a huge jump in that direction.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. We don't have time to talk about it. We're going to have to get back on and talk about this, some of these J&D things and the silicone, because we talked about that a long time ago. I'm not sure it's there yet, but yeah, just talking about expressions and things like that. It's interesting for the future. Yeah. All right. TJ, you're up next. You want to bring yours up? I'll bring it up. Ready? This is, you got 10-1, right? Like you did 10-1?
Yep, 10-1.
Okay. Beautiful. There you go. Great image right there. That sells that figure right there. That's Tell us about it.
It's great.
All right. Tom.
It's great, top 10. That's all you need to know.
I was surprised that they could make a better Deadpool. I thought the first two Deadpools were great, but then I got this one and it's massive improvement. So I hate that I have 3 Deadpools, but I'm happy I have this Deadpool.
Wow, you have as many Deadpools as I have Anakins now.
No, you have
actually no. I think you have more Deadpools than I have Anakins now.
This is embarrassing.
That's a great point, though. That's a great point. Like I had the Deadpool too, and the only thing that really stood out to me as being like, yeah, they could improve that is the shoulders were very broad and the legs were very skinny, but it still looked so cool. It was just like, I've got a Deadpool, I don't care. And then when you see this, it looks like a person in a suit, and you're like, oh fuck, what happens in 10 years' time when I look at everything? Is everything just going to look? Am I just going to see? Because they're going to make those incremental improvements that would make such a big difference. Like, you know,
this is the thing. This is why collecting is just a fool's game, right? It's there'll
be a 3 and a 4.0 of everything.
Exactly. Yep. Well, you look back at Sideshow. I mean, like, you know, before I even got into this stuff, I knew people who were collecting Sideshow, and they had some of the Star Wars stuff, and it was, you know, they're still out there in stores. Like, I have a store near me that's still trying to sell some of those Sideshow original, you know, Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, and they're horrible. You know what I mean? But that was the state of 1/6 back then, and it's just gotten ridiculous. And somebody was talking about, just not to harp on this, but again, somebody was talking about on one of the shows, I think it was Lael's show, but they were talking about J&D and the Catwoman, and maybe it's not there, or somebody didn't see the value in the silicone. Their prices are ridiculous, but I said I like the fact that they're doing it because they're kind of breaking down some barriers that maybe someone will improve on down the line. Maybe this is what we want. Maybe they'll find out that that's not what we want. You know what I mean? Maybe we don't want that going forward. But yeah, like Shane said, it's always improving. Like, you look at this and go, this is absolutely perfect. How much better can it get? And in 5 years, 6 years time, we'll probably find out how much better it can get. You know, I don't know what that is. Talking to us, I'm not sure. I'm not really. I don't know.
God.
Yep. All right, Tom, you want to take control of this? You want me to hit yours? Where is yours? Oh,
no, I got it.
Okay, got
it. I kept it hidden so no one can see what my number 10 is.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. So my number 10 is going to be one that I'm sure the only person who will have this even on their list. I'm a huge Daredevil mark. This figure is incredibly fun in hand.
Yeah.
I love the yellow costume from the comics. Seeing this on screen in the She-Hulk thing, and the She-Hulk show kind of made my year that year when it came out. And then getting this in hand was amazing. And they nailed the sculpts. Again, this is another figure that the masked head has like a very subtle smirk to it, so it adds like a little bit more to photographing this guy, which I haven't had a chance to photograph this guy yet, but I do play with him on my shelf a lot, and he just brings me constant joy every time I see him. So number 10
matters.
Yep.
Boy.
Yep. 796. This is one that I had a hard time passing up. It was one of those things that it's like, I'm gonna wait till the show comes out, and if they bring this around, I love this. Oh, DoorDash.
That was me.
If they bring this around again, like, I love the yellow and brown Daredevil suit, like from the classic, you know what I mean, like and yellow and brown, right? Or is it red?
It's yellow and red. It's depending on what comic you pick up, it's his father's gear from boxing.
Right. I just, you know, because it was only in She-Hulk, I just passed it up just for, you know, brevity's sake, but I really love the thing. And shout out to Tom again, even though you reused that beautiful little graphic up at the top that you did for the numbers there, which is absolutely perfect. And I should have asked you for that because it It both
Figured you had it from last
delights
year.
me and annoys me that you have this. But like also like you got double graphics here showing different.
Incredible.
They'll all have all my slides will have double graphics and have that stupid number in the corner. So apologies.
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Oh, I guess that's me. Okay. So do I have any? Mine's up. Mine happy. I do. I hope I
see
started
yours.
at 10. Okay. So this is interesting because this is not something I bought. Not something I have any interest in whatsoever. I did not care for this movie, but I'm going by sheer quality of.
It looks good.
This sculpt is nuts, man. I mean, the body looks great. I don't have it in hand, so I can't say how it articulates, but I'm just going by other things that I've had with similar outfits, Spider-Man or whatever. And it looks great. And by all accounts, the people who have it, they love it. I just, for better or for worse, the MCU, the MCU, the DCU at this point is that version of the DCU is dead. What a way to go out for Hot Toys, though, man! Like this is great, man. It looks killer. I don't think you can get a better rock sculpt than this. And now they can do probably every movie that he comes out in with this sculpt. You can just switch out the body and you're good to go.
I'd be okay
Same
never
expression.
seeing his face again.
That's the
personally.
same as acting style.
Yes.
I know. Listen, I'm not a
No more
fan.
rock.
I know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the acting. I'm not a fan of him being in the same person in every movie he's in. But you can't deny. I'm trying to be objective here. You can't deny that this is a great looking figure.
It looks
Great.
it's an amazing looking
Great
figure
figure.
for sure.
Yeah. Would not have it in my collection. Won't buy it. Didn't buy it. Didn't like the movie, but great looking figure.
I think Hot Toys put more effort into this figure than the movie production team put into the entire.
I agree
1,000%.
with that
Jay.
statement,
Absolutely.
100%, yeah.
Absolutely true. Nate just threw up in his mouth a little bit. Okay, sorry about that. Was that DCU ever really alive, though? That's a question to ponder. I don't know.
I know the answer.
Just quick poll. I have not been psyched about a DC movie forever.
Superman?
And Superman, I am hyped for Superman.
I'm ready.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Hyped for
Comic
Superman.
Superman.
Looks like comic Superman gives me. I mean, all right, yeah, they used the music, whatever. That was a good move on their part, I think, to kind of bring people back
was.
to like, hey, this is going to be a
little
hopeful,
bridge.
happy Superman, not dark. Look, Cavill, excellent. Love the acting. Loved him. Just didn't love the storyline. Didn't love the fact that they didn't let him like crack a smile throughout most of that movie or any of the movies.
He never got the script
Superman.
that Superman deserved. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. So I'm very excited about that. All right, let's go back.
Dog after that trailer.
You almost what?
I almost went out and got a dog after I saw that trailer.
Really. I know. True enough. All right, let's go back to Shane. Going back to the top of the list, and we're going to number 9. I hope I got this list right because I did it quick, Shane.
I
Batman
love the
89.
way that you're doing like everyone's 10, then everyone's 9. Keeps it all involved, like
Yep.
Yeah.
It's,
Sure.
it's good. Yeah, like man, it's anyone who's followed my channel has heard the story a million different times. But when I was 6, I saw this movie, and I'm pretty sure it was the movie that made me fall in love with movies. And I have lots of really, really good Christmas memories. when the
You were
start-
6?
well, 1983.
All right.
Maybe even
go ahead.
5. I don't know. It's 1983. Actually, I could have been 5. I think I saw this Christmas of '89 or Christmas '90, and I remember being really young, and I remember I think it's Kenner or Toy Biz or something were doing the Batwing, and I got the Batwing and all that, and it's just one of the warmest, fuzziest Christmas memories I have in my life. But this movie, I remember watching it even as a kid. I was like, no, there's something different about this. This is like a movie that Mom and Dad, I could see them enjoying it. I'm like, this is like a movie you could like when I'm older, and also kids will like it. It was Burton. He struck gold with this one, but it just made me love movies, and my collecting is rooted in movies. The reason it's 9, you know where this is going. It's the same critiques that everyone else had said, and I think they're legit. The cape is not good. The bubbling on the that wasn't there. I mean, I know people argue that like if you watch the 4K,
I've heard that
there's a hint of it, and I've seen that, and there is a hint of it, but it wasn't there on the VHS you're watching or whatever quality you're watching. It's supposed to be smooth, and the face plates and stuff. Considering the likeness on the DX09, I think it's the DX09, the first version they did of this, look pretty damn good, and I think it took a step back. Yeah, so. Look, I've got myself the Jackson. I may get myself the Jackson faceplates, but this I could not put this, because at the end of the day, when I look up that, like it's behind me now on that amazing base, I don't look up and go, oh god, that's speckling. I look up and that going, fuck yeah, it's Michael Keaton. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's just I couldn't put it higher because we got absolutely smashed this year. We're spoiled. We got smashed with amazing products from amazing different companies. And
it came fast too. There was a lot of stuff too. So happy it's in there. And you asked me another day of the week, maybe it's going to be a little bit higher, but it probably won't crack the top 5. Yeah, it didn't. I didn't pick this up. I think I'm going to get returns because I love these movies. You're right. Like these movies made. Before this, we had things like the TV Spider-Man and things like that, and it didn't feel like those comic books brought to life. You know what I mean? Like as much as Batman, 66 for me growing up, watching him in reruns. Let's put that. I wasn't watching those live. Was like it was the only thing I had. That and the old 50s Spider-Man that was anything close to like comic books on TV. So this was like, oh my god, this is cool. And yet you're right, like a kid could watch it and not be, it's not too scary for them.
Hold up, man.
Oh yeah,
there can't be, but like, do you know what this is like? Without this movie, a lot of the movies, not just like comic book movies or superhero movies, but maybe in certain science fiction movies, may not exist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's because it probably inspired a generation of young directors.
Perfect transition. Between the 66 and the Nolan stuff. All right, I'm gonna move this along because we're gonna go long. All right, so Alberto's. There you go. Boom.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
Now, do you own this?
I own it.
Okay, all right.
Yes. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Objectively speaking, it's a work of art. I can't say otherwise.
Did you enjoy the movie though?
No, how much The Rock pay you to say that?
It's terrible. The movie sucked. I don't like it. But I don't know if I'll have a Black Adam in my shelf at 1/6 scale. And the suit is perfect, man. It's scribbled with hieroglyphics. It's a macro photographer's dream come through.
Yes.
So and the LED function with the lightning bolt works perfectly.
That's true. Yeah.
Use it to light your figure while taking shots with it. And the sculpt it's Dwayne Johnson.
It's immaculate, man.
Yeah.
It's a beautifently done figure. Like it is just a beautifully done figure.
I wish they put that effort into other characters. But
exactly.
They went balls to the walls.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, Jordan, your next one. Your first one was Mace. Number 9, Thrawn. This is a lot of people, I'm going to guarantee in the chat, are agreeing with you here for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. So I'm assuming, well, I don't know. I shouldn't assume this. So of this panel, and I see you all to my right, who was really into the Thrawn novels back in the day?
I didn't read them, but I want to.
Really? I'm surprised by that.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into a big thing, but I wasn't into the extended universe stuff.
Okay.
I tried it, and it didn't work for me, so I never got into Thrawn. But by all accounts, excellent novels. And
my friend was so into them that I feel like I was into it by association because he would just tell me them
by
all.
extension. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Then, okay, so Thrawn was always going to be a hit for me regardless.
Yeah.
But, and as Tom knows, I saw your stories. The figure is phenomenal. Blows it out of the water. Really, really great figure. I was surprised because I was kind of worried about how the blue paint apps were going to come out on the final product, but it works really well.
Mm-hmm.
So my Thrawn bias aside, this is truly a great figure. So if you like Ahsoka or if you like Thrawn, doesn't matter. You're good to go. It's going to be great if you want it. It's in your wheelhouse. You won't be disappointed.
Well, I don't know if you've watched the show before, but I wasn't really a big fan of Ahsoka. But
I know this.
He was on seasons though of another show before he even got to that show. So
no. And he was the voice of in Rebels. And this looks incredible. And back when they had the old sideshow Thrawn, I thought about spending money on that, and I didn't. And this looks incredible. Who knows? Maybe
it's a good price point, I think.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. I mean, they did away with the paunch. I mean, he did have a little bit more of a dad bod in the show, but I get it. You're trying to appease the actors. I can't imagine he has a fragile ego or anything like that, but maybe they just wanted to make it look a little more heroic.
There is a slight fat suit though on the figure.
No, there is. Yeah. No, there is. Yeah, for sure. It's got a little bit of that paunch, I think. I don't know what the final figure looked like. I don't know if this is a final photo or if this is a preview photo or not. But yeah, good pick, man. I think a lot of people are in agreement with you on this. All right, Sean, you're up. We got number 9. There it is. Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, for the same reasons I think that Shane spoke to earlier, Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. Doesn't necessarily Return of the Jedi doesn't mean it's the best, but it's my favorite. Mm-hmm. And I love the fact that we finally have a die-cast C-3PO.
Yep.
And he doesn't need to articulate because Anthony Daniels basically shuffled around the entire trilogy. So I just need him to stand there and put his hand on R2-D2's dome and look incredible. The gold just seems to match exactly what in my mind's eye what he looks like when he's on screen. And it's having had the sideshow version also many years ago, it's just great to finally have this one fully realized. So
yep. Yeah, they nailed it. I mean, if it wasn't, the wires are all messed up in the A New Hope version. So if it wasn't for that, and they could easily just switch that up and release this, dirty it up, and release it as A New Hope, and I'd buy it. I'd likely buy it.
And they probably will. I mean, they're going to get the most out of their molds now. You're going to see multiple versions of, I think, of the. Because I'm assuming that this is what's being used for the Chewbacca C-3PO combo that's coming.
Oh yeah. For sure. So, although, is it die-cast in that? I don't even know.
That's plastic.
That's plastic.
I don't know if we're going to use the same mold.
Same mold. They do it in plastic. I would assume they could use the same mold. I don't know, but I'm assuming they could use the same mold.
I don't know.
But I would, I would pay for the A New Hope version of this. The one thing, and they don't care because they're not Jazz Inc., but the one thing I would love is because he had to have different legs to be able to sit on the Falcon, because obviously those things don't work to sit, and he doesn't. I would love sitting legs for this. I would pay Jazz Inc. to give me sitting legs for 3PO, honestly.
And it would be his hips more than anything. He had a flexible girdle thing on. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep, that was what it was. Yep, for sure. Yep. Just to have him be able to sit at the chess table. I want to take that picture, and I'm not sure if I can remove the legs on this one to do that.
Or if you have the Jazz Inc.'s land speeder, he could sit on the.
Yes,
he would have to sit on the land speeder that way.
Yep,
that'd be great.
Yep.
What a shot!
He's standing next to it right now.
Yeah.
All right, TJ, you're up next. We got. Oh, look at that! It went right to slide 2. Did you do that?
Yep.
Oh, look at you.
Yep.
There you go. I was waiting for this one to come up. I thought it would be higher on your list.
No, it comes with limitations, but it is the best looking Spider-Man figure, Spider-Man suit that they've released, even though we saw it for 30 seconds at the end of the last book. The sculpt is great. It just looks really good.
Yep. So now let me ask you this. And I don't know. I haven't been following a lot of stuff lately, only because I haven't been as interested in it, and it's been a little dead. But MCU wise, Sony's done with Craven was the end, right? Of extended Spider-Man stuff. But they're still going to do Spider-Man movies with Marvel and Disney.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so there will be Spider-Man. There just won't be extended characters from the Spider-Man universe now.
They are currently working
blown it
right now
completely.
they're currently working to try to figure out what direction they're going to take Spider-Man 4, but it's already confirmed. Tom Holland's already he's getting a producer credit on it this time, and he is trying to force Disney's story over Sony's story, and I feel like Sony backing out of the villain stuff might actually usher that in. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is fantastic. I mean, we're probably going to talk about it again. I'm sure it's on other people's lists, but this diode that it comes with is incredible too. Yeah. So,
yes.
Yep. All right, Tom, I'm going to go to you. I'm going to let you take over for a minute. I got to fix my camera, and I will be back in 1 second.
Okay. Said it was going to show up again. I have the Susu Red Knight, which I have to thank you for, Alberto, for bringing this into my collection. I think it's pretty much everything you said. It's probably the only time we'll ever see a Red Hood unless we get that far in Gunn's DC movies. But I will say, though, Titans is a troubled show. The design of a lot of the suits, they knocked them out of the park, and Susu killed it with their iteration of this. It poses like a dream. It poses better than I thought it would, and I have yet to see a bad photograph of this figure. And I love it. I can see him right over the side of my computer. I see him every day. He's right there. It's great. Brings me joy.
All hail Susu.
Yep. So, Trevor should be next, but he vanished. So
he's getting his DoorDash delivery.
Yeah, the camera went out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The camera went out.
Yeah.
I wanted to show off the head sculpt here, but I didn't see any pictures outside of the prototype ones, and I haven't shot it myself. But the head sculpt did a pretty good job capturing his likeness too.
Was there an unmasked?
Yeah, there's an unmasked, there's a battle damaged masked version, and then there's the full mask. So you get 3.
Sorry, that was bad timing. I didn't realize it went away from me.
Cheap, bro. If you want to pick it up, it's cheap all around. You can get it even for $85. So.
And beautiful shot of that, Tom.
Oh, thank you.
It's such a
so humble
shot too.
Oh, I'm the best ever. Oh.
There's just so much effects taking it away from the fact that I don't know how to take pictures.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, you know how to take pictures and you know how to edit. All right, I'm gonna go to mine, which is, I hope I did this right.
The Rock again.
Oh, no. This is I don't even care for the character of Deadpool, but I have loved these movies. Ryan Reynolds has made me love Deadpool, despite my hatred for Rob Liefeld. But this is
where's the feet?
Not unwarranted hatred, by the way.
No. As a budding, aspiring comic book artist back in the day, that just pissed me off that he had a job. But he's come around in terms of attitude and things like that for me. But anyway, killer figure. I ordered this just based on the movie. For me now, in hindsight, is it was good. It wasn't I probably think maybe even the first two were maybe better movies. This was a lot of fun though. It was fun. And I don't have a Deadpool from either one of those. Unlike TJ, I don't have 2 other Deadpools.
Could have sold you one mine.
Yeah, I probably should have done that. But I mean, this is fantastic. And the exclusive version with the guns, I could whatever. That's cool to have. But baby Deadpool, Headpool, Dogpool. It's a great set, man. It's a killer set. The expressions you can get out of the eyes. I'm not sure if that was a thing. I think that was probably a thing in the older ones. I can't even remember. Yeah. Okay. But I don't know. Somehow they just look better. This looks better than those older versions. And TJ kind of summed that up. So, great figure. Love it. Happy to have it. All right, Shane, I'm going to go back to you. Tom, take over for a minute. I just need to. Can you control all that stuff or no?
Yeah. Can you pull up which one his is though? Because I don't know.
Yep. Shane. It says Shane top 10. Okay. Got it.
Oh, okay. The rest say Trevor.
Yeah.
Shane's actually says his name.
Okay. Oh, all the rest say Trevor. Really? Okay.
Yeah, to me.
Okay.
Oh, beta.
Are you waiting for me to talk, or are you coming?
Yes. Why is this number 8 on your list, Shane? Tell us more.
Actually, before you go on, Tom, nice to see you again, because I know
Good to see you too.
I streamed with you and Trevor and Capes and Rifles once before, and then I met you in
Correct. In London.
in Star Wars Celebration. I didn't realize, just randomly, and that was a good day. It was a good day. It was kind of.
It was good. Hope to see you in Japan in a few months.
Yeah, I have tickets, but I can't go. It's it is.
It's a harder thing to get to. I get it.
Yeah. So, but if anyone wants 2-3 day passes and are willing to pay retail, you just let me know. Hit me up. So this is an incredible figure. I bought 2 Vaders this year. The other one's on my list too, and I got this in and I put it in my original trilogy display, waiting for Return of the Jedi to get here, and it is incredible. I think there's an argument to be had that this could potentially be a better figure than the Return of the Jedi 40th, but I can see the argument for a figure alone. But for me, like, when you throw in the source material, I'm never going to pick this over Return of the Jedi, and I only wanted one Vader in the collection, and so I said, you know what, I'm going to save the space and put Return of the Jedi 40th in there, and I'm going to sell this one on. But it's the only time I sold a figure that I was kind of a bit, I'm not sure if this is the right move. It is amazing. What the head sculpt, the separate rolling eye function. If you have the deluxe one, you've got the clean versions anyway of the head sculpt, or the helmet and the chest box. And I love the way that the chest box and the belt boxes light up. And even though I don't think the USB sabers are good, it's a step in the right direction. They're making an effort. You got the light up base with this, and there's so much good about this piece. But yeah, if I'd held on to it, would have been higher. But obviously, there's another Vader on my list, and you know what it is. But yeah, great piece.
Yeah. I got this too. It's I have a Vader thing, so like I had to get it. I'll probably hang on to it for that reason, but that. Beyond the Empire Strikes Back Vader, and then this new one that's coming out, that's the
sick.
Oh, I mean, that just blows my mind. So I don't know if this is even going to make the display or not. So I hesitate to sell it. But another show that I was very marginal on. It was okay in places, but it looks great as a Vader. And if you don't have a Vader, the non-damaged head, it's a great looking Vader with the regular head on it. So with the undamaged head on it. So really good pick. All right, Alberto, you're up next. We got boom. Wow, this is a surprise. Surprise.
Okay. I hate the movie, but I love this character. I portrayed it in those goddamn goats. I can still get over them. I love this figure. It makes me happy to shoot it. It's so saturated that I can shoot it in black and white, low lights. I can do a lot with it. So I know that it has exposed joints, but I don't think they could have gotten the sculpt in the arms. But with a good eye and good angle, you can hide them. I've done it, so it's doable. And it's Christian Bale all around. So the sculpt is perfect in my opinion. Plus, it has movable eyes and green teeth. I really enjoy this figure, so that's why it's number 8.
Gorgeous figure. It's like great likeness.
It's like a sculpture too. Like I could see for photography if you were leaning towards that, and I know you do a lot with the stuff you pick up. It's beautiful for that. I had no problem. Like I know immediately people were like all about the joints. I had no problem with that. I mean, to me. Figure is a figure, and there's going to be some things that don't look, perfectly real. But all the scarring or the tattooing or whatever it is on his arms, and the flowing of those robes, and then the scarring on his face.
And it's so
you're right. It's gorgeous. Dude. It's almost like
you can do whatever you want in photography. It's so good to handle and pose. That it's just I really like it. It's really good figure.
Yeah, it sucks because I really liked him in this. I realized, I've briefly read the comic books. Like I haven't read the whole thing, but that run, and it's not the comic book character, but I liked his portrayal. I mean, I thought he was really good. I just don't think they gave him enough to do at the end of the movie to live up to the potential that they had at the beginning of the movie. So it's cool character, but yeah,
definitely agree with this from 12-inch Moose Dream.
Yep.
Yeah. We've had a couple of those this year. I mean, The Rock as Black Adam, another one reference.
Yeah, I agree with this, Mike, too. Sorry. He is self-aware at this point. Yeah, to some degree. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I haven't listened to this podcast. I'll have to listen to that. We'll see. All right, I'm losing track. Sean. No, it's Jordan.
Let's go up. It's Jordan.
Yeah, I know. All right, we had Grand Animal Thrawn, and we got Darth Revan. Yeah.
The only one in my top 10 that I don't have in hand.
Yet, though, right? You have him coming, I take
He's
it?
ordered. He just hasn't shown up yet because Sideshow. I have him coming from Sideshow.
Yeah.
But I felt confident enough seeing all the other posts and reviews about him to put him here. So in hand, he may have been up higher. I don't know, but he's still going to have that classic, Hot Toys midsection posing issue. So posability is not going to be great, but I loved Knights of the Old Republic, the games. I put hundreds of hours into them. So
Same.
this was going to go very high up on my list, probably higher if I had him in hand, but since I don't, this is where he ended up. Love it.
There you go.
Love it.
Yep. Cool looking figure. See how it moves when people get it in hand. Can't wait to see you photograph it, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
Someday.
It'll happen.
All right, Sean. We're gonna move through these because we're only at number 9, and we're already now.
Oh my god!
I know. Tell me about it. All right. Yeah, there you go.
All right. So that's the Return of the Jedi Vader,
Right.
For the 40th anniversary.
Fantastic figure.
It is.
It's incredible. Again, obviously, Return of the Jedi being my favorite Star Wars film. The figure is great. The only reason it's this low on my list, I picked up I picked up the quarter scale one.
Ooh,
which is
that's gorgeous.
Like kind of my grail piece, I guess, because it's from my favorite film. Anyway, it's Darth Vader.
Yep.
And it looks just like this figure. The unhelmeted head sculpt is incredible in both. So anyway, I just dropped it down lower below another figure that we've already talked about for that reason. But again, they've really honed in on Vader, and they figured out a way to get it right.
Yeah, they have. It took a while.
Yeah, now they need to do an A New Hope 3.0,
yes.
And then life will be good. But this figure is incredible, and I love it.
Yep. Can I say, do we know who took this photo?
It says at the top left.
I can't see it.
That's
who's?
I forget that guy's.
It's one of the blogger photos. I took it off the Hot Toys website.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm just saying it's a very great photo for this figure. The lighting is perfection.
Yeah.
All the way definitely across the posing, the lighting, it's great.
And I went through all the blogger photos, and I landed. I was like, "This one,
this is the one."
So I took it. Yeah.
Did a really good job enhancing the light coming from that lightsaber that doesn't really glow like that at all.
No.
Yeah, fantastic figure. I had that quarter scale in and out of my cart for like probably 6 months, and I never bit the bullet. And then I was like, well, they're going to do it in 1/6, and it took 2-3 years before they actually did it, maybe 2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Thank God they did. All right, TJ. Next up, look at you advancing yourself there. Yeah. Yep.
So this is one of a handful of figures I don't own that made my top 10 because you mentioned we don't need to own it. I mean, it looks great. I've seen the reviews. I've seen the blogger photos. Like it looks amazing. I slightly regret not getting it.
Go to Pop Culture. I went on Pop Culture and ordered them yesterday.
Yeah.
You'll get it.
I just know how much. I don't know how much I'd shoot it.
You would.
Yeah.
You would.
Like maybe once or twice. But it looks.
That's why we buy most of these figures, right? We only ever shoot them once or twice.
Yeah. If I had more time, I would definitely shoot more. But yeah, no, it looks amazing.
It does. I think we're going to see this more. So
yeah.
At least I know it might show up in mine. All right, Tom, go ahead. Let's jump over to you.
I got
wow!
Shuri, which I think a lot of people forgot came out this year.
I forgot came out this year.
I definitely forgot.
The likeness came out. I mean, I know a lot of people are talking about. I forget which figure it was that we talked about last time on the show. It being like the best likeness that Hot Toys ever done. They smashed Shuri out of the freaking ballpark.
No, this is good.
It
This
looks
is very
just
good.
like her. The mask looks amazing. I regret not getting this one myself, and I was waiting for her to show up in the local store, and she never did. But I just thought this was gorgeous, and I have a big Black Panther collection kind of going on, so I will track this down one day. And I want it. I love it. I think it looks great.
This is a movie that I liked, I think, more than other people did. I didn't.
Oh, it's
I thought
fantastic.
it was good. I don't entirely like the idea that they didn't just recast him, but I like the idea of more
They
females in
handled
the
it
MCU, and like I like the fact that the Black Panther is now a female. It's kind of cool, especially with Black Widow being dead, supposedly. Who knows?
Oh, we have a new Black Widow though.
Well, yeah. Whether she's
I
good or
mean,
bad
I
or
agree
not,
with
I don't
you.
know. Yeah.
I feel like they should have recast, especially because we didn't get enough T'Challa. He should have had at least a trilogy of T'Challa. But the way they handled it in the movie was really well done. And, going back to the figure, it makes just a hell of a good looking Black Panther
really does.
suit.
Really
The
does.
design of the suit is just fantastic.
Yep, for sure. For sure.
All right. Go ahead,
Cool.
Trevor.
All right. Next one. I don't remember. We'll find out together. Oh, yeah.
Together.
Yeah, so another one that I don't own, but man, it took everything in my willpower to not buy this figure, and I still someday may buy it anyway. Incredible looking figure. Probably the best black suit Spider-Man, I think, in 1/6 ever. I mean, I know they have the Hano one now, but like this looks amazing. I'm not a Venom fan, but I loved, I was original Secret Wars, man. I picked those comic books up in the comic book store, and I love this black suit. The arms were, not part of that back then, but I love the way they look, and I love that the black symbiote stuff, whatever you call that stuff, all over them. It's an incredible looking figure. The milkiness of the eyes, even like to match the video game look. It's beautifully done. And I think you guys have this, right, Tom? You have this?
It's a photographer's dream too. The way how the suit reflects color
light.
and light.
Oh my
is
God,
just
man.
So
it's
alien.
nuts.
Yeah, it's cool.
He's front and center on I have a Midnight Suns display, which again is right behind my computer,
badass.
and I just love it. It's
not helping.
key.
I'm not helping myself because this I need this figure, man. It took so much not to order this, and I'm just like, it just doesn't fit. I don't have it's video game. I know I could fit it in with something else. It could fit in with the Avengers, whatever. It's fantasy Avengers, whatever. But like, oh, this is good. It's so good, man. Whoa,
Trevor's gonna go fix his camera and
guests don't need to do super chats, but I appreciate it. Thank you, Shane. We're only at 9. This is I know
true,
the 112 pack.
Shane.
You're
There's
right.
a
I know we're
long
we're
night.
moving along. We're moving
All right.
along.
Number
It's
7.
2 o'clock.
Let's go.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning for Shane, so we go back to Shane. All right, let's go to number 8. Are we at number 8 here? Is this what this is?
This is number
Spider-Man
7. It should be
7. I think.
7. Okay, 7. Yes, the red and blue suit, Spider-Man. Yeah, tell us about it.
This is
Shane,
yours, right,
this is
Shane?
you.
Oh, is this me?
That's
oh,
you.
sorry,
Yep.
sorry. Yeah,
That's okay.
Yeah, like this one, like I don't know. I was, like I said at the start, Inart kind of threw a spanner in the works there earlier on, last week, and this originally made my top 5 figures of the year. The video I did, I think it was put in at number 5. Like Tom Holland's my Spider-Man. This is the definition of what I call a triple threat. Love the character, love the source material, and love this particular version. Just the vibrant red and the blue. Albeit shiny, I get that a lot of the diehard comic book fans didn't like it was shiny, but look, that's the way it was at the end of the movie. The base is incredible. It didn't seem to soften from prototype to production. It just looks great with the detailing and the snow caps and all the kind of little ladder and everything. It makes a great Christmas decoration. The head sculpt for Tom Holland is phenomenal because they do great with old wrinkly dudes, but they don't do too great with young people. And he's a very young guy. He's fresh faced, and they nailed it. Separating eyeballs function, and they have that collar as well, that proper collar bit, so that the suit doesn't go all the way up underneath.
Yes, that's a nice detail. Yeah, that's a good point.
Just great, and like when you look at the figures that come out from this movie, the integrated suit, which has its issues, the Toby, which had its issues as well, and then the Garfield, it's like they had the A team on this and the B or C team and some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yep. I just nailed down the Homecoming one, which I've been looking at for years, like 2 years ago or maybe a year ago, and then this came out.
All the yellow blazer.
With the school.
No, I didn't get the yellow blazer. I didn't need that. I didn't.
deluxe
I was
set
never
is
going to
nice.
display it that way. But now I feel like this could fit my MCU, and I should get this because this is more in my mind of Spider-Man, and I probably will have to get this at some point. But I didn't get it. It's beautiful though, gorgeous.
He looks real good next to Sam Cap. I will say, I have this Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah,
next
I'm
to my
sure.
Sam Cap. And
Yep.
I can't wait to see them in a movie together.
For sure. All right, Alberto, number 7. Yeah, there you go.
There he is.
On a Wolverine.
I was wondering if he was
Tiger
gonna make
Stripe.
this list.
Yeah, I have both, so it could have been either or. But I did love that they made this an entry level for people who are starting to get into 1/6.
For
But
sure.
it could have been an expensive figure. The silicone on the arms are very well done. He's highly articulated, and he has options with the face sculpts, and he just looks awesome, like straight out
There
of
you
a
go.
comic book page. So yeah, I really did enjoy both. I'm angry that they did not include the unmasked one with
Yeah.
either one of these.
Yeah,
Make
yeah.
us buy a third one, but
I know, that's ridiculous.
But either way you go, the brown or the tiger stripes, it's a good figure for the price. It's above all. It's
For
good.
sure. Yeah. And this was the intro to Hano, so it was a great way to go, and like a great looking figure, man. Like it's like if you can get this for in the sub 200 price point, man, it's incredible. All right, Jordan, your number. What are we on? 7?
Ooh, nice. This is
There
number
he
7.
is.
Yep.
This, yeah, go for it, man. This was like I bought this and I had almost made. It's a good figure, man. It
It's
should
a
have probably made
great
my list.
It's
Yeah,
really good.
probably should have
And
made
in-
my list.
In Susu we trust.
Yeah,
I was building
Right.
my list and I'm like, shit, I don't have any Susu figures on here. I'm like,
I
I'm
know.
looking
I
at
know.
what I got in this year, and I'm like, oh God, yes,
Yeah.
on the list.
Yep.
It's such a great figure. It reminds me of the Arthur Morgan figure.
Yep.
Exactly.
In the sense that there's so much.
Yes. Yes.
It's like I can do so much with this figure. So you have all these accessories and then the hat. You can do whatever you want. And
Yep.
Old Man Logan is that's my comic book thing. So I was all
Great
in.
series.
Susu, in
Yeah.
general,
Mhm.
Susu, I buy all their shit, but this was the one that made the list this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They crushed this, man. They crushed this,
They
and
crushed
like you're
So
right
why
on the money with Morgan. Like this is a perfect. When I got Morgan, I'm like, I want more cowboy figures,
Yes.
and like I kind of
Bought
got this
some of them.
because I like the Old Man Logan, but also because hey, without the claws, this is just a cowboy figure, man. They don't have to go
Correct.
against Morgan. Now I haven't had a chance to do anything with it, but like I
either.
want to,
Yeah.
and it's there, so and I love it. It's fantastic. It's a
I'm
great
surprised we
figure,
haven't
man.
seen any shots of this one with the Arthur Morgan figure. I've been expecting.
Yeah,
it.
no, I haven't seen anybody do that. Yeah.
I have
true.
so many now. I have Wyatt Earp, John Wayne,
Oh wow.
Arthur Morgan, Old Man Logan. I have so many Western figures that I'll never
That's
see.
awesome.
Oh, dude, you have to shoot them. Let's make a we got to make a pack. We all got Arthur Morgan, so we got to do like a cowboy thing.
There
or
we
something
go.
Like that, so.
There
all
we
right.
go.
All right, Sean. Your number. God, what are we at 7?
Oh,
Still.
That's an
Yeah.
Alberto shot.
That's
Is it not?
Alberto
That's
shot.
Alberto.
Oh, I was gonna say, whose shot is that? There you go.
Thank you,
Nice.
Sean.
So the reason I bought this figure was because of Alberto's shot.
There you
I
go.
wanted it, but I was kind of waffling,
Enabler.
as I often do. Yeah, you guys just push me right over the edge. It's great. I've slept in my car a number of times because of the things
I know.
I purchase. But this figure is incredible. It's like, the sculpt is insane. And the rolling eyes obviously push it over the edge. But the patina in the armor, the way they did the cloak, and the articulation and everything like that is just amazing. I love it when a 1/6 sculpted beard is done well.
Yeah.
And it's really, really well done. The transition from the skin to the facial hair is really good. The figure has incredible presence. I'm looking over the top of my monitor and staring at him right now. And I love the fact that all of the way they did the rings and the buckle and all of the little details on the figure are really, really great. And the split cup boot is nice for posing also.
Good.
So huge fan of this figure and a lot of the choices that they made. Also, the last thing I'll say, the cloak has like a nylon lining on the inside of it, so it doesn't seem like it will stain the neck or the chin of the figure if you were to leave it on there for large amounts of time. I'm not going to do that because I'm scared shitless. Yeah. But it seems like you could choose to leave it on there for a very long time.
It's a very good do as I say, not as I do type explanation.
That's right. That's how I parent.
That's a true parent. Yeah, exactly.
Also, there's just one thing holding me back from getting this figure. I don't know if you could figure out what it is.
Is it getting? Oh, never mind. No,
you hate Ahsoka.
TJ.
No. I liked his portrayal, and I love these characters, and I love this character especially. Yeah, so, like, it was another. This was hard not to buy because I've seen
the idea of it.
Right? No, and you know, he's a great actor. He did a great job. You know, rest in peace. I think they're going to I think they're going to exactly. I think they're going to recast this character. So I don't know what's going to happen there.
I'd like a Punisher.
He has an important role to play.
Right. Exactly. There you go. By all accounts, everybody who's gotten this has loved it and loves it in hand, and everybody was praising it beforehand anyway. So like the fact that everybody's getting it and is as happy with it as they were when they saw the production shots or the preliminary shots is good. Very good.
Good.
TJ, you're ready to go, right? Oh, look at you. Yes.
There he is.
So I will say, just to save time, this was my honorable mention. This is one of my honorable mentions. Great figure.
I love it. Yeah.
Well, 3 things on this one. Like, number one, like, I never knew they would ever make this.
I know, right?
It looks amazing.
Yep.
Number 3, like, it's inexpensive.
Yep. Super inexpensive.
Right? Like,
loaded with stuff. Like, loaded with, I mean, you know, Butler stuff, but still, like, great props. You know what I mean? For a lot of things.
It's perfect for so many Batman figures that you own. So perfect.
Yeah. This is the kind of thing that you almost wish there was some sort of situation where a Hot Toys that owns the property would just say, listen, Mars Toys, you want to do this, you pay us a little less, we'll take a little off the top, whatever the hell the business situation is, and you make the figure and make some money off it. Obviously, they're still not going to make money off it. They have to bootleg it, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a great figure, man. It's a great figure. And you're right. Only way we're going to get this figure. There's no way Hot Toys does something like this. It's just not going to sell enough units to make that happen.
Really well done. I don't
really good figure.
Might happen.
Absolutely.
Pair it with the armory in the Batcave in '89, and maybe you sell enough pennyworth.
That's true. You could make it. Yeah, it's going to be a little more expensive, but yeah, I could see that. There's enough '89 fans that I think maybe if you paired it with some stuff, that's a good idea with the armory. That could work for sure. Actually, yeah.
If Hot Toys ever does that '89 computer that they teased,
that's
looking for this.
That's the other thing you could do with it for sure. Man. With that. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, Tommy.
All right. Oh God. Mine's already popped up before. I agree with what everybody else said. He's a little higher on my list because I think I like Deadpool a little bit more, and I'm kind of Marvel pilled. But I only had the very first Deadpool, and this is just an upgrade all around. And as you know, the picture shows on the left there, he comes with so many other extra Deadpools that. You know, he had to be up a little higher because he comes with 3 additional figures, if you consider that.
I'd completely forgotten that when it came in, and I opened it up and I was like, holy shit, I forgot he came with the baby pool and dog pool
and dog pool. Yeah, it's a lot. So it's a great value for the amount. Plus, rarely ever does a movie come out and the figure comes out like within weeks.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
That surprised me.
To be like, you're going to have this in hand, and it's a whole new body. If it was just a complete reissue, I get it, but no, this is like,
for sure,
very different. So it was nice to see.
Great pose on that
Yeah,
that shot
great.
on the right too, man. Really nice. I don't think that's a blogger one either. That was a promotional shot, I think. Well, of course,
Yeah,
Shopping list.
yeah, really nice. All right. That's me. Where am I? Okay, here we go. Let's see. That's a surprise to me as well. Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah, C-3PO.
There
I've
he
said
is.
enough about this. I talked about the legs, which is the one thing I was going to mention. I wish it came with some sort of adjustment that you could like I don't know, like one of those hip adjustments, like on a Marvel Legend, where you could like not a Marvel
Drop
Legend,
down?
but like a drop down hip on like a SH Figure Arts or something like that, where you could like pull it up. But great figure, perfect. I was very happy that we got a metal C-3PO figure, and I think they nailed it. Perfect. Yeah. So there you go. All right, Shane. There it is.
Oh,
there you go. There you
There
go.
it is.
I think Deadpool was maybe the fourth hot toy I ever bought. I had the Deadpool 2 one, and
Oh wow.
so like the first two hot toys I bought like maybe in 2009 or something like that, and didn't buy anything for like a decade. And then picked up an Iron Man, then picked up this because I saw Deadpool 2. It would have been 2018. I was living in like Abu Dhabi at the time, and I saw Deadpool 2, and I was like, I remember like texting my mate, going like kind of saying, you know, that's how you do a sequel. I loved it. Absolutely loved the sequel. Loved the first one. Loved the second one. So yeah, this kind of like what you said, Trevor. Like I think if I let my head to make the decisions, I think it's a 4-star movie. My heart says it's a 5-star because I had so much fun with it, and like the only reason you want to watch is because you want to see Deadpool and Wolverine, not just Deadpool and Wolverine, but you want to see Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, and you want to see Hugh Jackman's Wolverine together, and the fighting and the charisma and the jokes and the chemistry, and that's what you go to see the movie for, and the fan service, and it was great. But I think my heart says 5 stars, but head says 4-star, but this figure's a 5-star. The proportions, the colors, the pop, it's just a person in the suit. And loved it. I will never pose him with baby pool.
No,
or probably not head pool either. No, but like dog pool. Dog pool has.
I kind of like the baby Bjorn. I gotta say, like, I could do it.
I just want to know the backstory where that came from. Must have been a deleted scene, or maybe they just assumed, or it's a kind of like a the black and gold suit Spider-Man from No Way Home that they didn't give him the full information and never came with the masking taped onto him.
Right.
So this was my top 4. This was my 4th.
Oh,
like it was number 4, but recent things in the last week have thrown everything out. So my video that I made like a Christmas Eve that I scheduled to go out yesterday is now redundant.
Right.
So it's good.
Yeah. I think you're right. Like, just to glom on the movie thing, like, it was 5 stars when you were watching it. I think rewatching it for me is going to be 3.5. You know, tops. Like, it's like out of the Deadpool movies, not the good. But
I
like,
rewatched
just
it the
waiting.
other day and it still cracked me up.
Oh, all right, okay. No, it's still good.
Educated fucking wish. That monologue is so good.
Oh no, I think the overall story is a little thin, and the cameos were like, oh, surprise, and that was like made that was a whole star right there. Just seeing the cameos.
That was. It's the cameos. It's a lot of references, a lot of fan service, and that gives it that extra star.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, that was a big deal, like, because people were speculating about it and things like that. So
myself and Mike, Tron's office asked me on one of the post show. He was like, he was like, say, who do you think's gonna be in? And we're having this conversation. I said, look, I don't care about the cameos. And what I exactly said was, give us a good story, good action, good dialogue. Yeah, they didn't have the story, but they did have the good dialogue. It was funny. It had some great action scenes, whether it's the car scene or the first Hell's Bells AC/DC playing. That watch that fight scene again, and it's just incredible. So yeah, we didn't get the story side of things really, but my point is that the cameos were never going to make or break it for me, because this is where I get the hate. I don't care about Blade. I don't care about it.
All right, let's move on. Let's go to the next one. Alberto, what you got?
I was like, let's move on.
It's been nice, guys. Look, see, I'll never be back here again. Yeah.
All right, get some sleep, Shane.
Yeah.
No,
It's a good segue.
All right, Alberta, number 6. Yeah, another one I forgot came out this year. Honestly,
You forgot about Anakin? Who are you?
Shut up.
How could you?
Young
Cheater.
Shut up.
I've wanted this figure for a while. The rolling eyes works wonders with it. He has that I hate sand face on, and the way they are doing the whole rolling eye system, it just works wonders right now. And it's still they still use a little bit pleather for the boots, but I will let it pass because the figure it's actually really really good. I really do like this one. Yeah.
It's a good sculpt. It's a really good sculpt.
Yeah, the sculpt it's Hayden Christensen. It's really, really good. Yeah.
This was, I forget when they announced this, but this was maybe a year before this was when, everybody started going, wow, Hot Toys is really nailing sculpts. You know what I mean? And this was one of them where you were like, damn, God, even over the Revenge of the Sith ones, which were good, but this is very, very good.
Them doing this one with Padme side by side too. It was just oh yeah, you guys are nailing it. This is great
for sure. All right, Jordan, you're up. Number 6. Oh, there you go. Star-Lord, nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah. If in-art wasn't a thing, this was number 1. I love the character. I love him from the comics, and I love him in the movies. James Gunn crushed it. All this Star-Lord thing is perfect. So I think out of everyone here, Tom, are you the only one that has this guy?
I have it, yeah.
Do you have it, Alberto?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He was an honorable mention for me, mainly because this version didn't come with the masthead, nor a way to swap the masthead from one of the older figures onto this one. So that's the only reason why I did make my list. I love the figure.
I haven't put it on the list because I haven't opened it yet. So yeah, but
God, you haven't opened it. No, the head sculpt is so good.
It is. It's way better in person too.
Good. Yeah. It's so much better than any of the previous sculpts they've done for Star-Lord. It's phenomenal. Definitely. And there's more posability. I have all of the Star-Lords, and Hot Toys, top to bottom, really crushed this figure. Mm-hmm. Where I have gripes with all of my other Star-Lords that I don't really have with this one. So, but I'm biased. I love the character. I love the movies. This was a home run for me. I would have paid $500. I would have paid in-art prices for this figure.
Oh my! All right, root the hair, and I agree with you because I agree with you with everything else you said until that $500 price point. But if you root the hair,
that's got to be rooted hair.
No,
for sure.
Spend it like you got it, Tom. Spend it like you got it.
I don't got it. It's all boys.
All right, good pick. All right, Sean, you're up. Okay. There's another Mars Toys.
Mars Toys again.
Nice.
Yeah. They impressed me so much with their sculpts, and to do something kind of out of the box, like the joke. Obviously we all understand that this Jack Nicholson without the makeup is just an incredible reach for them, and it's just so fun to look at. And it comes with 3 sculpts. Obviously, 2 of them are basically identical with the makeup wiped off the brow. But the ability to pair this, if you have other versions of the Joker where he's wearing the appropriate outfit to be, kind of painting in the museum and stuff like that, it's just incredible. And I don't have this one yet, but it should be here in maybe a couple of days. Depends on the new year and tracking and stuff like that. But I'm just enamored by the fact. So long story short, this is my memory of me and my mother going to the movies. We went to the movies all the time, but when we saw 89 Batman together, it was like this religious experience for both of us. Because similar to what Shane was saying earlier, she really enjoyed it and I really enjoyed it. And we were both over the moon for Jack Nicholson's performance. And obviously I got to see Batman, and I was a big Norm Brayfogle fan and everything back when I was a little kid. So this was this transformative thing. So anyway, everything 89 Batman kind of makes my list. So here we go. He looks incredible. Can't wait to love him in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, Mars Toys is doing some great work with materials and stitching.
Yes. Stitching.
So the clothing is key on this, right? Everything is key on this, and they're doing a great job with that stuff, man.
So Trevor,
this made
is that Trevor, the people are very small. Is that Bearded Toyman?
That's Sean.
That's
Sean's visual approach showed. I know. No.
Okay.
That's visual approach
There.
photo. He's right up above him, right?
Okay. Just
Here,
let's,
let's zoom out. There we go.
Hey,
That's this guy right here.
everybody.
I can see people. All right.
I know we're very small, but I'm trying not to. We can go over to the other side
Okay,
actually, because
just-
there's not a lot of
air
chats
five.
or anything like that. So yeah,
Just love everything you just said.
We'll go over here.
That's only like minusculely bigger. That's not even much bigger.
I know it's not much bigger. We're just trying to like adjust
I've
for
had a lot of
my
cans.
for me.
I've had
for
a lot
my
of
face
cans.
being behind the logo. That's the only thing that I adjusted that for. So yeah, I've this made Jay's Toys UK's list as well. Like I think this was his #1 figure. If I'm not
Holy
mistaken.
shit!
Wow.
Yeah, I mean this is out of
Yeah,
everything
Amazon.
like Lego and 1/12 and everything. I think this was his #1
Insane.
figure of the year.
That makes it even more important. Out of all those other scales, he chose this.
That's
Yeah.
it's a lot of nostalgia, I think, during that time.
I
It's
think-
huge
it's
for me
worth
too.
nostalgia,
That's a
for
big
sure.
part of it.
Yeah.
And
Tom's
Jay's
got
right
it
in that
right.
pocket too, like right in that age. Like I think that
Yeah.
was people were like 7, 8 years old when this came out, and just like
Yeah.
it just hit them. You know,
Which
it
is
hit
totally
me for a
fine.
different reason because I was 35 or something like
Yep.
that. But like,
We know.
no,
Trevor's streaming live from his old folks' home that he lives at.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's so funny. So funny. All right, TJ.
To yourself.
I know. I'm self-deprecating. It's fine. All right. I don't have this figure yet. Thanks, Pop Collectibles. I only, whatever.
Mine's in storage.
Yeah.
Mine's in the box. Yeah. So
Go for it, TJ.
For
I
not amazing show, like it was fine. Like I really liked this figure that came out. One thing that I have noticed is if you shoot it a certain way, like this passes for the
Gorgeous shot.
episode 2 Obi-Wan. I
Yep.
just put it on the Revenge of the Sith body.
Oh,
Love it.
really?
I mean, for me,
This isn't okay.
right?
Yeah.
Long hair. It's a good
Yep.
sculpt.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a great shot, man.
Thank you.
Beautiful shot.
Very good.
This makes me, I've seen the, I contacted Pop and I'm like, I haven't gotten this yet. And I think I don't know. I think I bought, I don't know if I was on second tier or whatever the hell, it is. But like this came out in September, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like second tier or not, it's December. Let's go. But like
They
this
shouldn't be
shot
shipping
makes
theirs
me
out
want this.
after Sideshow gets theirs. That should never
No,
happen.
it's ridiculous
No.
for the
Not
amount
with
that
the
you pay.
shipping speed prices.
Exactly.
Unreal.
Cool. All right, Tom. There you go.
Boom.
Oh,
Yeah,
even
I knew
higher.
Thrawn was going to make my list.
Look
I
at
just
that
didn't
skin
know where
texture
until I
right
was
there.
doing out.
Good lord.
Yeah,
It's
and this
that
could be a
good.
little. It could be a little recency bias because I opened
Mhm.
mine yesterday,
Mhm.
but I was really transfixed with it, and this takes me right back to when I was 17, hearing my buddy just tell me the tales of how dastardly Thrawn was while we were getting like all excited about the newly announced Phantom Menace and all that stuff, and hoping that maybe we'd see Thrawn. Like that was his major thing. And so, like, this character has been in my life for 25 years. And when he showed up on Rebels, I loved him there. And then I loved Ahsoka myself. So it was one I definitely had to get. And then the figure is just, they knocked it out of the park. It's great. Love the rolling eyes. I love all the accessories he comes with. Those little pens, that man is never going to, like, not need or be for want of having a pen. He has 4 of them on his shoulders. Insane. I'm assuming that's what those are, right? Because they clip on.
No, their ID, their
those,
identity.
Like, okay. I thought they were
Yeah.
like pens, and I'm like, damn, this man must sign a lot of contracts and something.
You told me it was Space John Wick.
Space is paperless.
Yeah, but I love it. I just thought it was great. So yeah, number 6.
Yeah, a great looking figure. Tactically, not quite as adept as he should have been in this show, but like, it's a great looking figure.
He could be a surprise, that could happen.
We'll see. I guess
Cheers.
we'll see.
I'm so glad he was that high.
This is just busting my balls. This is
Yes.
what this all is.
That's the whole point
All
of this.
I know. It's fine. All right, Shane, you're back up. Oh no, I'm up.
Trevor.
Shit,
No,
I'm up. Hang on. Where's mine? There we go. Okay, boom. Your
list
wow.
surprises me.
She-Hulk.
Your
Really?
figure, your list always surprises me. Yeah,
This
I did not
is-
expect She-Hulk to make it.
This is another one that I had to hold myself back from. First of all, I didn't hate this show as much as
I love
listen.
that
There,
show.
there were parts that I didn't love, and I didn't love the ending. But I loved, for the most part, like 90% of the show, because it brought back the John Byrne She-Hulk that broke the fourth wall, like that before Deadpool did it. I loved it. I loved it. And I loved her. I love Tatiana Maslany. I think she's a great actress. And I think she did a great job with this. Yeah, the CGI in places was a little, it was, not quite up to snuff as it should be. But man, this figure, as a figure, to have this body seamless, damn, man, this looks incredible. And by all accounts, everybody who's gotten it loves it. I wish this was an artisan. If it had rooted hair, I would have this figure, because I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that plastic hair that limits the articulate. I also am not thrilled that they did a very smiley face on this. I don't think the sculpt is definitely not a 10. It's an 8 at best. But that also may have to do with eye movement and things like that. But I think this is incredible, man. I kind of wish it was more of a superhero suit. And if they come out with this as an Avenger, if she makes it into the Avengers at some point, I'm all over it. All over it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I want to see where this character shows up again. And the only reason why I didn't jump on this pre-order is because I want to see how they update the look of this character going forward. Because if the She-Hulk design should have looked more like Tatiana, because she's such a beautiful woman that this She-Hulk just looks weird to me, and it doesn't look enough like her. Where I've seen people just like recolor her face green, and it's like, yes, just make it that. It'll look perfect. Right. Make her big.
I get that. I mean, I think you had to exaggerate all the features, because I mean, if your muscles are blowing up, your face is getting a little different, as you would bulk up or whatever. But maybe not that much.
The show, and I saw her in the CGI.
Did you?
Yeah,
I did. See her.
Maybe I wanted to. But maybe I wanted to,
Yeah, I did. I thought it was good, man. I liked it. I'm sad that it didn't get. I think there was a lot of, hatred towards a lot of things going on there. But like, we won't get into that. But like, I like the show. I hope she shows up in an Avengers.
I really hope we get her again, because I would like a chance at another She-Hulk figure.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, Shane, we're rolling here. We're rolling. There it is. There it is. This is killer.
Yeah.
That's Sculpt. My God, right there. That's Sculpt.
Where do you even start? I mean, like it's I'm trying to use my words. So like love the character, love the source material, and love this particular version, this rendition. I've always ogled that quarter scale version from afar. The head sculpt is incredible. Jose. The scarring, the tone, the bags under the eyes, the fact that it has separate rolling eyeballs function, the chest panel lights up, not just lights up, but actually blinks in different sequence. You got the light up belt boxes. Again, USB saber, but I've replaced it with a Neo LED saber. You got the light up base there, and if you get the Lux version, you also get the stairs, which is
2 bases.
It's 2 bases, yeah, and both which are too big for me to pose them with the bleeding, so I've taken them out and used other figures with them. But and then of course I haven't even got to the electronic thing. The electricity effect. It's a nice touch. I wouldn't use it personally, but the helmet or the head sculpt A1. I absolutely love this, and yeah, this is one of those ones. I think this was, God, was this second or third? I think this might have been. I think this might have been number 3 originally before Inart changed things.
Wow.
This is I and look, it just goes that shelf there, you can see is just all original trilogy, and it just fits in perfectly. So
this should have made my list. This is like on the verge, and I don't. It should have. I think I made a mistake, because I think this is the more I think about this, and I only opened it recently, so I was like recency bias. But man, I've been waiting for this for a long time. This open head sculpt is so good. It's incredible. The bases, like you said, are amazing, and just the fact that you get that little extra, that you can have those little stands that you can. Well, the stairs, and then there's the stands that you go hold the other 2 helmets, like on the front of it, which is the way I have it on the shelf right now.
This is cool. Pretty much how I have mine posed as well. The only difference being,
I didn't realize I did that, but I did.
I can't fit it in one of these shelves with that base, so I've given the base to Boba. and
Right.
the left hand is kind of like more like a fist instead of like an open hand. And I've got the Neo
There you go.
LED saber, but he never.
Yep.
I know it's not canon. He never stood like that, but my God, it just looks incredible.
I
I'm sure
know.
it's still like that at some point.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, maybe in the mirror or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
you're not bad looking.
I would if I was.
You still got it.
Sebastian.
Right. Sebastian Shaw, right?
I'm Darth Vader.
You still got it.
They
Look
don't
at you,
sound
you
like
handsome
them,
motherfucker. All right. Alberto, you're up. And number 5 is Deadpool.
Nice.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, I have them all. I have both from the first one, 2 from the second movie, and now this one. But the first 2, you look at the transition and what they did with this one is perfect. Which tilted the transition to this one was actually the zombie Deadpool that came out, and which is one of my favorite Deadpools to this day. And they fixed the suit on that one, and I said, like, if they use this on a new version, and they did, and that's why this is why it's number 5. This is the best Deadpool from all the ones I have, obviously, but the zombie Deadpool is not far behind from this one. But this is an awesome figure. It's just really fun to play with. It's to shoot. It's really good. They did a good job with this one.
Here's the fact checker going, it's definitely not canon, Shane. He can only be unmasked if he's on the floor dying. You don't know that. No, he was unmasked in the chamber. He was unmasked in the chamber.
Don't worry,
Jose.
I've got my
Questions?
my Christian Bale Dark Knight. He's posed in a way that he's actually breaking back into Gotham City. You don't see it happen, but it happened because he got there. So
touche.
And his
Jose.
back's broken still. So
Touche,
He took out a payday loan. That's how he got back.
That's right. All right, Jordan, you're number 5. Sidious. There he is.
Not much more to say about this one.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. Wires, hood, liver spots. Continue.
The liver spots.
It's got
are
it
good,
all,
right?
baby.
Oh, yes.
You've said liver spots. You've said it all, really. Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
You got it.
All right, let's roll along then. We got Sean, number 5. There he is. Wow.
Oh, that's a
The
really
new.
recent one.
There you
I
go.
don't care that it came out 36 hours ago.
You're a
I've
different
been
man than
waiting
me,
for
Sean.
this. First of all, obviously this movie is terrible.
Yeah,
It's fun.
all. Is it? Okay.
It's annoying. The 2 Barry Allens. It's
Tom's a big Flash fan, so like you got.
I'm a big
forgive
Flash
him a
fan, so I'm with
All
Tom
right.
on this one.
Okay.
Thank
all
you,
right.
Jordan.
Okay.
However, again, get Keaton as Batman. I can't deny it.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this figure for a long time. I'm waiting for Sideshow to ship it to me. And I think that the final product, there are a number of reviews that are out that I was able to watch yesterday, and just my nostalgia for the figure, my love for Batman, it had to make the list, and I've been waiting for it for so goddamn long. And I put it high. As I was working on my list, it kept moving. It kept like kind of repositioning itself, but my excitement for it is high. So I am eager to have it. So there it is. I think the sculpt, the unmasked sculpt, holds up. I think it looks. Some people were saying it looked like Christopher Walken. Those people are wrong. It looks like Michael Keaton.
Those people are wrong. Fuck those people.
I think the sculpt is great. I think the hair is a little weird. I think the hair becomes a little strange. I don't know what it is about it, but
it's hard for them to do thinning hair with a sculpted.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that this is likely how he'll be displayed for me. Just
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit of a big head, but I don't
Yeah, he
care.
is.
Yeah.
I'm very eager to have it in my Batman collection. So
That's my birthday present on its way from Hong Kong.
Yeah. Is this Alex Brooks? Is this BG Toy Art?
Yeah,
It looks like it. Yeah.
That's both red.
I think I left his watermark should be in the corner there.
No, it's Ultra Ben. Yeah, it says it.
Oh, it's
right.
Ultra Ben.
Oh, it's Ultra Ben. I didn't even
Bottom
know
left.
he was still
It's
doing
like
it.
version 3 of Ultra Ben's 12 different watermarks.
I know the dude's got to stop changing his watermarks because it's like it's impossible to know what's his. But I do recognize
love
that
that
UB.
photo. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Great looking photo. All right. Well, we lost Trevor and
We
Shane.
lost Trevor. Continue on.
So,
Who's next?
TJ, you could take over. You can show yours. Go for it. Do you want me to pull it up?
Nope, I got it.
Okay.
What the fuck is it?
Like hovering over it if you
Who the
need
fuck
help.
is it?
Can I just do it?
Yeah,
If you're not gonna do it,
just do it for me, will you?
just do it.
There we go.
Halen scroll.
you want to say anything about it?
There's nothing else I can really add to it. I mean, it's great actor, great character. And this is probably gonna be a Grail piece someday, I think.
I hope so. Just in the spirit of Ray. I hope.
Exactly. Yeah.
In his memory, for sure.
Yeah.
Because he did a fantastic job with this character on that show.
Yeah.
Whatever your feelings might be on Ahsoka as a whole, I know our one
Trevor's
detractor
off.
is in here.
We can speak a little freely.
Yeah, but you know, he did a
You
fantastic
can speak
job.
a little freely, finally.
All right. Well, I guess in the interest of keeping things moving along, I'll pull up mine. My red and blue suit Spider-Man moves a little higher up on the list than some other people, I guess. The reason why I would actually put him up even higher, if it weren't for the fact that Hot Toys continues to give us bodies for Spider-Man that aren't very Spider-Man-like. You can't really
That's my
pose
problem.
them. Yeah, that's the one thing that bothers me is I can't pose them the way I want my Spider-Man to be posed. I don't mind the shininess. I think the head sculpt, that you can kind of see my weird photo of it on the left there, is great. I think they've been also, I think they always did a good job with their Tom Holland sculpts, but this one is like above and beyond where they've done before. And then again, that base is just one that I will continue to use in perpetuity, I think, from now till forever in toy photography pictures. So I feel like I should talk on it more since our next person is not back yet.
Can you access his image and just be like, yeah, he likes this?
I can actually put his up if we want to do that.
Did you
Let's
take
do
that
it.
photo, Tom?
Yeah,
I did.
he did.
I did.
Man,
Yeah.
that is incredible.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
it
That's
is.
thank
so
you.
cool, man.
Yeah.
I try to
Yeah.
if I had a fit photo of it, I use mine, but if not, I use whatever was out there. Yeah, that's
Tom's photos should always be the photos that we use.
Oh. And now when you have like Trevor or TJ or yourself or Alberto or Sean, I mean, come on, this everybody here is stacked. Shane, do you do any toy photography?
You
No,
should, Shane. You should.
Nothing compared to that.
Oh, come on.
I have a light
Gotta
box.
go
So I
there.
no.
put them in there. But I need to
I
start taking photos and taking it seriously. But they look incredible.
I gotta say, Lightbox photography though. I don't know if you guys. I know a lot of you guys here might follow him, but Zord Photography does a
Oh
lot
my
of his
God.
stuff like
Lightbox,
Lightbox,
yeah.
Yes.
and man, the way it just showcases off a figure is just
perfect.
yeah, because you're getting that perfect blend of lighting all around that you normally just don't see. And I love them. So
Yeah.
I love everybody brings something different to their toy photography.
Absolutely.
You know,
Once
Uh,
Patrick switched to that style with that gray background and light box,
Yep.
his page went absolutely bonkers.
Yeah,
Oh, it
same,
did,
yeah.
for real.
Oh,
It
actually,
blew
it
up,
happened
yeah.
when he started tearing the covers
Tearing the
off.
boxes, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Well, it was, yeah.
it's true. All right, Trevor, you're up. Everything good with the dogs? I take it that's why you disappeared. Does he realize he's back?
Couldn't hear anything, but yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Dog emergency. Sorry about that.
Everything good?
All right. Yep, everything's
Okay, good.
well. We'll see.
Well,
Okay.
All right, we up to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your go.
All right, here we go.
Mm.
there it is.
Nice.
So, either one of these. I mean, I managed to get this one, and I think this is pretty fantastic for everything that. Who had this? Jordan? Did you? No. Who
No,
had
it's
this on?
Alberto.
Alberto.
Yeah.
Alberto, that's right. You had the tiger stripe. I mean, for the price, it's a great figure, man. This is really,
Yeah.
really good. I had the sideshow version, the tiger stripe version, which I never really loved the sculpt on. It was always weird. They do this weird jaw thing with every one of those figures. And I mean, this moves so well, man. These arms are so well designed, and it looks great. It looks great with the so-so figures, the Gambit and the Rogue. And
Yes, it
yeah,
does.
I love all these Hano figures so far. I don't know if I mean, they're creeping up in price, which is a little weird, but I can't go down the entire comic book line as much as I would love to, but the X-Men, I think I would probably stick with. If they do a Cyclops, if they do, I may pick up that Magneto. I kind of like the Magneto too, so I don't know. We'll see.
I gotta say, also as someone who has both the tiger stripe and the brown costume, I think I go with you a little bit more on this, where I kind of like the brown costume look a little bit better in the Hano style. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I do wish the claws were a little shorter, and I will kind of always wish that. But the rest of it, and the underwear was a little wider in the crotch, because it's real weird how pointy it comes to.
It's a little thongy. It's a little thongy.
It's very
though I think it's more pronounced in this picture than it is in the actual figure for some reason. I don't know why.
It is. They should have went with more shorts, like they do whenever they do it in like live action. How they kind of give them more like hot pants shorts style.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it may be wider on the actual final figure. I can't tell. It doesn't look as
marginally
weird on
wider.
the shelf.
Yeah.
All right, that's my number. What are we on? Five.
Yeah.
So, all right, Shane, we're halfway there. I'm sorry.
No, this is number four. We're under.
We're on number 4. We're on number 4. Boom! Holy crap!
This came out. I didn't know this came out.
Well,
This is out. This is technically out. It technically counts.
technically.
People have this thing. I got the 2-pack. Shane, you got the 4-pack, right?
I got the 4-pack too. Shit.
Is that your top 4?
Wait a sec.
No, I did it on like release, so I wasn't sure because I thought if Trevor had got back to me and said
it's good.
Like, no,
No, it's good. It counts.
These look incredible. I mean, I watched the initial in-art unboxing. I was like, okay, in-art don't maybe control the message as much as they should do.
Yeah.
Sometimes their initial photos when they come out, they don't do it like Hot Toys when it's like, blogger photos for the Flash, Batman, bang, and they're just there. They kind of like, you have these like unboxing videos, and sometimes maybe the way that they're lit doesn't showcase the figures in the best light. But then I was watching, but I still thought it was good, and I know that that's just the way they do things. But then I saw D Knight and a bunch of other people. And these look absolutely incredible. It's not higher because there's 4 of them, so I'm not sure which one I'm putting forward here. I'm more like as in terms of releases. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's released now to the influencers or the Hong Kong market. When will we see it? Who knows? I if I get this before summer, I'd say that's realistic.
Yeah.
But these, my God, these look so good. Like the Arthur Fleck, it's the only thing it's short is actual DNA and a pulse. I just think they look incredible. And I'm really looking forward to getting them. Not looking forward to getting the invoice, but
yeah. You and me both.
There it is.
And the final point I'll say in it is like I know a lot of people cancel because of the Joker 2, but I mean, did they cancel because of Joker 2, or did they cancel because the hype died down and this is very expensive and they want to avoid an invoice? I mean, there is that as well.
I think so. Like a lot of crossover there. Yeah. If
I was to cancel based on Joker 2, the first movie is still the very same. Like the first movie, I think, is incredible. If I didn't enjoy the first movie because the second movie wasn't as good, and I watched the second movie and I don't think it deserves all the hate it's getting. But if I took that attitude to everything, I'd never watch Terminator 1 and 2 again. I'd never watch Alien or Aliens again. I'd never watch The Matrix again. So sometimes you have to compartmentalize to enjoy life. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I eternally wish that they had left this as one movie and just been like a Dog Day Afternoon type of thing, and like that was it. And it was a complete story, and I don't think it needed to go on, but whatever. It's going to be one of those things for me probably that hey, they made one Joker movie, they never made another one. I bought the 2-pack of this. All I want is that bathroom scene one, but I have a custom set of that clothing, and I'm hoping I can turn the regular what's his name? I just lost it. Sorry. Not going to my mind here. Arthur Fleck. That body into that, and then maybe either pick up the the bathroom scene head, or I have some custom heads that I might have rooted or something like that. But it was hard not to get this 4-pack because that's the one I really wanted. It's too bad they didn't put those two together. I don't think anybody wants that doctor one. I've seen as anybody. If you want that one for cheap, I'm sure that's the one that everybody's going to be putting up on eBay pretty soon. So. But incredible, man. I mean, I saw the initial pictures too, and people were saying, "Oh boy, they dropped the ball on this one." And I have 2 custom rooted Joaquin Jokers, and I still think this
As do I.
May beat them. Yeah, I think it beats them. Yeah, I think it's very good. It's well done. All right, Alberto. There you are. Number 4. Yep.
Ah, nice.
Yep.
Yeah. I love this figure. I think we've said all that is needed to say about it. It looks so alien. It looks so good.
That sculpt is great. That was a great exclusive
yeah.
right there, man. That was a great
and
thing.
It's a very fun package. You get the arms, you get the symbiote effects, you get that head sculpt, if you get the special edition one. But the suit is just so good, and it's very, very pulsable. So I was really surprised. So it's I'm sorry, Trevor, but
I know. Damn it! I'm gonna have to get it. I'm just gonna have
do it. Yeah, get it.
Suck. Yeah. All right. All right, Jordan. Number 4. Oh wow, I'm surprised this hasn't been up here yet. Wow. Yeah. There you go.
Well, I know I'm in the minority with the love of Man of Steel and all of that, but
yeah.
We'll forgive you.
That's okay.
Man of Steel was good. I still love Cavill as Superman, but I just didn't love these movies. Yeah.
I have 2 different Hot Toys versions, and when I got the in-art version, I'm like, oh, finally, they figured out the body. Like, this dude has a weird body. I get it, but they figured it out.
Yeah.
So the posability, the tailoring on the costume, it's all perfect.
Yeah.
The Hot Toys previous ones are good, but this one's it for me, and I love it. I love the Cavill as Superman. I really enjoy Man of Steel. It came to me in a really weird place in my life. That movie came out, and it kind of changed things for me, so it'll always hold a special point.
Nice.
So yeah, this one's great. It could have been higher for me, but Lord of the Rings, other things are better, so this is where it was. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. In art for the win, always. Love it.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, I was expecting, again, it's not something I pay attention to. So, like, even the stuff I do pay attention to, like, there was a lot of people who were, like, Darth Vader fanatics who, like, oh, no, that fin should be, the tusk isn't long enough, whatever the hell it is. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't measure it. It looks fine.
I didn't measure the tusk.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? But, like, I saw a lot. I'm like, I saw it initially, and I'm like, oh, I mean, that looks pretty good. Now, does he still have the little curl of, like, hair, that, like, actual hair that comes? Is that this, or am I mistaken? Like, was this supposed to come with a little piece of curly,
wait, the chest
rooted hair?
I think you're right.
or up here?
It is there, though, right? The little curly wisp of rooted hair is on there, or no?
It was in the prototype. I'm not entirely
I thought it was in
sure
the
if it's in the
prototype.
product.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
definitely
here.
in the prototype.
It's
Okay.
there. Yes.
Okay. But I think it looks amazing. I mean, body type wise, I think this nails it. But I haven't, like, compared it to the I just didn't pay attention to the Hot Toys one, so
Well,
I didn't know.
I
But,
have
like,
them
all I've
both.
heard is
Yeah.
like, this is amazing. Like, it's
Yeah.
just, like, really, really good.
I have them both, and I can say across the board, as far as in art to Hot Toys, and I love them both. I'm not trying to make this a competition. So many people do that. I'm like, I'm gonna buy both of them. Hot Toys make something, I buy it. In art makes something, I buy it. I'm not
Because
making
you're
it a competition.
crazy, but no.
Yes. Yeah, but they both should use each other to create a standard that is good for all of us as consumers. And I will say the in-art version is leaps and bounds better. The body's better. They have wires in the cape. We know this already from in-art. The paint apps, it's all great.
Yeah. Okay.
But this figure for me would have been much higher if not for my love for Lord of the Rings and other things.
Yeah.
I've held up the boat. We can move on.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I've heard nothing but good about this, which is fantastic. I'm happy for this. Like another one for InArt. I'm happy. I'm not a cuck, but like I like what they're doing, and I think they're good, man. They're doing a good job. Like this is another win.
Yeah.
So cool.
I might be a cuck at this point. I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
I think once the
is
cuck
that
starts,
like
we
another-
move on. I think we move on.
For sure.
That's right. Rivon. Move on to Rivon. Sean.
We've talked about this figure at length, but I put it this high on my list because of I'm excited that Hot Toys is doing sort of these somewhat deep cuts. It doesn't require a hit sculpt. They can do it for $260.
Right.
Good tailoring. Couple of lightsabers. This is everything that I would want out of a Revan figure, having played Knights of the Old Republic for more hours than I care to admit.
All the hours, all of them.
Oh my god! So, long story short, this game came out when I was living by myself. There were no girls to be seen anywhere, and so I played this game a lot.
Same.
Maybe that's why there was no girls to be seen, because you were just
Correct.
Yeah, it was a self-fulfilling prophecy for sure. It was just, I will never forget the twist. And being maybe a naive fan at the time, I didn't expect it, and it fooled me.
I didn't expect it either.
I was excited, and it floored me. So the idea that Hot Toys would make something this detailed that I could own in 1/6 scale, I'm just very excited about it, and I'm very happy that they did it.
So the question is, and I don't want to make a big discussion about this, but I will just put it out there: where is Cal Kestis then? You know what I mean? Like,
All right, yeah.
God damn it!
Yeah, that's a must. That's a must.
Right.
That is a must.
I think
At
it'll
least
happen. It'll happen.
This being from Knights of the Old Republic, they got you the titular character pretty much from that game.
Yeah.
We
And
got
Starkiller.
weird stormtroopers from Jedi Survivor, but not the actual main
Nope.
character.
Well, they're getting the most out of their molds by putting a couple of pauldrons on a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what that is. They would have to do some serious heavy lift, well, not heavy lifting, but in relatively speaking, to give you Cal Kestis. But they did it with Revan. I mean, I don't understand what the holdup is for a character that we all love.
Yep.
What are we
Hey,
doing?
let's
It'll
also
happen.
get Malgus while we're talking about Revan.
Give me
Malgus.
Malgus. Oh my god.
Yep.
Sorry, that was loud.
All right.
All right, TJ. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, my
Oh, nice. There you go.
TJ.
So I can't say any more than what Jordan shared. Like
There's the curl.
it's like the best looking Superman like I've ever seen. So
right.
all this, like I actually was about to take my Hot Toys Superman out of storage. I just kept it in the box. It's in the garage. I don't know if it's coming out. I might just sell it. But yeah, InArt just fucking killing it.
Cool.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm a cut.
Good to hear. Nice.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Tom.
Oh no, I was just gonna say something before my next pick, but I didn't want to interrupt.
All right, go ahead.
to talk about. Okay, well, I'm not 100% sure this. I'm pretty sure this came out this year, but if I'm wrong and it came out at the end of last year, forgive me in advance.
That's all right.
But
we're okay with that.
The InArt Batman.
No. This is
That's
this year.
this year?
Yeah.
This year.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that this is one of those cusp
this year.
things, and InArt is definitely a cusp company. Like it's like because it takes 6 months for everybody to get it. I would say it breaks some barriers. So yeah, for sure. Yep.
And the Hot Toys one was just like December, so that was
That I know. I had the reason why it threw me is because I had the Hot Toys one on my list last
too.
year, and I was like, I feel like if InArt was out, that would have been on my list, but no. The InArt one, every shot I see of it, what makes me want to hunt on the internet to right the wrong of skipping this one because I love it.
Oh, you skipped
so much.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom, you would change the world if you had this.
I
Need it.
It's crazy because it's a gorgeous figure. Their Bruce Wayne looks amazing. Their Batman
Bruce Wayne
looks.
sculpt is
All the
incredible.
lighting I've seen on this
I
figure.
have them
is just-
both in front of me right now. Yes.
You're lucky. You're a lucky man. Enjoy
Yeah.
it, Jordan. Oh yeah, that's my number 4.
I've seen a lot of people say that they like the head sculpt on the Hot Toys better.
No.
Not the Bruce Wayne, but the masked head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree,
have them
but
both.
like,
No,
yeah,
I have
not
them
even
both.
close.
and,
Yeah,
not
I
even
disagree.
I like
close.
them both. I will say. I think I had
Hot Toys is a very good figure. It's a very
It's
good
not-
figure. I
it's
don't like
not-
the cape. I think the cape is a piece of crap. Totally on the. But I also got a third party cape for this so that it laid flat.
Ooh, a drape cape.
Anyway, so yeah.
Are you talking about you don't like the cape on the in art one?
No.
No, I say
Well,
Hot
no, the
Toys.
cape on the inner art wood one is good for posing. The Hot Toys one I
right.
thought looked cheap. It
Okay,
felt cheap.
fair. Yep, yeah, because that was going to be one of my points that you can't really drape the in art one, but it's not meant to be draped. And when you
Right.
wire it dynamic, it's because I heard a lot of people giving out about it, and I was like, yeah, it's just not a drape type cape. Like,
No, it's not meant to be.
so
I just
good
thought
at
that the
dynamic,
quality of the in-art cape was much better than the Hot Toys cape. Even
Yeah, that's
you know,
fair, yeah.
neither one of them are going to drape. You got to buy a drape cape. That you buy the third party from Kit or whatever. Like it looks incredible on the. But neither one of them are meant for that. But I just thought the Hot Toys one's the first thing I noticed. Is like it felt so cheap. It's really really cheap. But other than that, great looking figure. I mean,
I'm a wired cape guy over a drape cape guy, but I wish they came with both. But I'm glad if they had to only come with one, they're coming with the wired one because I feel like a drape cape
Sure.
is a little cheaper and easier to procure secondhand from
Absolutely.
another maker.
Agreed.
So,
Yep.
Gorgeous figure though.
For sure. All right, my number 4, I think we're at is there. You go, 29.
This would have been my honorable mention, I think, for this year. I'm glad to see
This-
him making the list.
So good.
Didn't get it, and I go back, Tom. We talked about this when they showed the reveal of this, that we were the only 2 people I think on the internet that were defending the original version of this.
I was there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Alberto.
That's right. I remember that. You were in the chat. You were in the chat.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought it was fine. It was fine because it's a cartoon, but it did. I mean, comparing it, like I'm like, how are they going to do this with a cloth body? And they did it, man. They nailed it. And like, even look at the movement on this shoulder. I thought that shoulder is going to rip. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be, how are you going to make it look like the cartoon and they did it. And it looks incredible. Like they really, the reason this is this high is because to go from where they were to what they got and make it look amazing and still fit the character and the animation. I think this is one of their best upgrades, fixes, whatever, responses to, fan outrage that I've ever seen. So it's really incredible.
Not since the Sonic movies have we seen such a good reaction to fan outrage.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Good call.
Because seeing that side by side with the plastic one, it's night and day. The suited one looks so good. Yeah,
night and day. All right, Shane, we're at the top 3. There we go.
Okay,
and there it is. There he is.
Right, good.
There he is. Now, Shane, did you get this?
Yeah,
Okay, you did.
this was under the tree.
Oh, nice.
Because I put it there. So and Megan wrapped it for me, which was nice. And I was, oh my god, it's an in-art Batman. I gotta say, like, this is only my second, well, arguably third in-art figure because I have the rooted Joker 2-pack. But I just think, I know there's a real us and them, pick a side.
Yeah,
bullshit.
No,
and
it is bullshit.
I kind of like. I gotta say though, the in-art figures, they just look. There's more realism or something to them. I think that's what it is. It's just, I knew I'd like this. I knew it was going to be good, but it just blew me away. And I've done very little with it. I've taken it out and unboxed and make sure it's okay. It seems to be okay. I haven't reviewed it yet. Put it on the shelf in a very basic pose, but I'm like, I just cannot stop looking at it. It just looks. I think it's the proportions maybe, and just the cowl, and
I think it's proportions.
I'm very impressed
for sure.
I'm very impressed by it. It has no business being this good. So.
They were meant to be that company that, and I know the Collecting Weekly guys called them out on the Gandalf with a few details, but they're meant to be that Because if you were into customs, like, people were all about the details. They scrutinized the outfits and like, nope, that hem needs to be a little higher. That cuff needs to be, it was crazy. Like in getting in these runs for outfits and things like that. And that's what they're meant to be. They're meant to come out and be like that perfection, every little detail thing. And they don't hit that every time. And nobody really does.
And you know
but
what
this
it
is pretty damn close, man.
Like,
It's pretty good.
I'm in two minds about that style of person because, like, it's like that style of person with that extreme attention to detail and that meticulous nature benefits the rest of us if the company listens.
Yes.
But then other part of it, I'm like, is like, man, do you enjoy anything? like, I think there's a way of doing it. I think
that's perfectly summed up.
The collecting weekly guys do it very well. They do it respectfully, and that's why they got the second staff for Gandalf. And
absolutely.
Yeah. So
thanks to them. Yeah, for sure, man. Yep.
This is incredible.
I'm hearing a little echo. I don't know why. Somebody do.
Can you guys hear me,
Alberto? Yeah, I think you switched something up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute you for a minute. Yep. Okay. J-Shot, thank you, man. $9.99. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Happy New Year. J-Shot's been doing a top 10 figure countdown with Toy Migos on Toy Migos. It's been really good. It's cool because there's like 5 people doing their top 10, so you get to watch all 5 or 6 of them do their top 5, top 4. It's been really good. And of course, Between Two Sentinels, go check that out. J-Shot and Machu Toy, excellent show with lots of great guests. J-Shot didn't show up for when I was on the show, but it's okay. It's all right. It's I'm sure we'll do it again.
I feel like it's not okay.
I just have to bust his balls about that. It's a constant thing.
Should we jump to Jordan while we wait for Alberto to come back?
Yes, let's jump to Jordan for sure.
Okay.
Okay. This is yours, right? Yep. Okay. Oh yeah! Oh. Wow, I forgot about this one. Holy cow, I forgot about this one.
You won't in a couple more.
I love it so much.
Yes.
I
won't say anything about it right now, but yes.
Yeah, it's so massive, and I can't shoot it. So much like Alberto, I feel like Alberto has compiled his list based on what he can shoot, which I love that.
Yeah.
His list comes from a photographer's perspective.
Yep.
And I have tried, and I still can't pull off shooting this figure set thing, but it doesn't diminish how great it is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Such presence, shelf presence is insane on this guy.
It's over there, up top, takes up all the space, and it's beautiful and phenomenal. And I love it. Yeah,
that and the skull base that it came with, that whole dead base of all the zombies and stuff like that.
It's not even the base; it's what you see wrapped around the figure right there.
Yes.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
there's so much to take in. It's like I can't shoot this. I just want to appreciate it over here. It's great.
I can't believe I can't believe they made this. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. No.
Yes. Like, I mean, like you look at something like the Vulture, right? And like, okay, like the wingspan on that was a lot. Maybe it was the box size or something that they couldn't figure out or whatever. But like, this is insanely detailed. There's so much going on here that I feel like if they could make this, they could have made the Vulture like easily.
Well,
you know what I mean?
the Soul's cape is just a cape. It's just a
wire. No. I'm saying it's soft goods. Yeah. But there's some stuff on there. There's skulls and things like that. Right?
Yeah, which fall off a little easy. I don't know about yours, Jordan, but those skulls pop off every now and again.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
insane though.
But it's beautiful.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
We're good. Yep. We're gonna jump back to you right now, and you're number 3.
Sorry,
there you go.
Balin.
There you go, Balin.
Wow, high up.
Yeah, really high up.
That doesn't surprise me for Alberto. I know he loves this figure.
He loves a beard too, so you know.
Yeah, I really do love this figure, and I really did like the actor a lot because my wife and I used to watch Rome back in HBO.
Oh my God! Yes.
We really did love his character Titus Pulo on it, and I followed his film career all over, especially Punisher Warzone.
Yep.
Campy as it may be, it's still one of my favorite Punisher movies. So, But I really do enjoy this figure. It's a hulking figure. It's really, it has a commanding presence on any shelf. It's fun to shoot, and I think Sean Boy and I have a collab that's coming up soon with us. So
Nice.
There we go.
I love this character.
Your own photo for the shot. Come on.
Yeah.
I love this character. I think this character is good. It's a shame that he's gone because he did such a great job with this character and created it. I don't know if it's going to be the same because I think this character had a lot of intrigue and a lot of possibilities. This was my favorite part of that show. So yeah. But great looking figure by all accounts, man. Everybody loves this figure who's gotten it so
Alberto,
far, so.
did you love him as Dagonet in King Arthur?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
I've enjoyed this.
Good movie. Good. Another great role for him, Ray Stevenson, Dagonet in King Arthur. Good.
Interesting. I don't know if I've seen the King Arthur. That's the more recent King Arthur, right?
Clive Owen, and a bunch of other people.
Excalibur is going to always be my King Arthur, but I heard that was pretty decent too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie though. It's a good watch. Yeah.
It was fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Sean. Let's go to your number 3. There he is.
There he is.
This is a fantastic figure. It really is good.
I picked this. This figure
scarring,
landed this high. He kept swapping with the Return of the Jedi Vader. I picked this. I'm really happy for Hayden Christensen. I'm glad.
That's true. Yeah,
that he has had kind of a renaissance and that he's felt the love from people that love the prequels. I saw the prequels a lot in the theaters. Obi-Wan Kenobi wasn't a great show. I like the fact that I get to see Hayden more. I just want him to be okay. I want Jake Lloyd to be okay.
Yeah, Jake Lloyd. I don't know if he's going to be okay, but
I think that if my positive mental energy has anything to say about it,
he's going to be fucking fine.
There has to be a lot of positive mental energy. That
you have no idea, Tom.
At least Hayden and what's his name, Jar Jar. They're okay.
Best.
Could you say a prayer for John Connor as well, man? Because I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, Edward Furlong, I think, has some needs to repent a little, doesn't he? He did some things that are a little egregious, but I love the damaged head sculpt. I'm looking at it over my shoulder here. It's incredible, and this Vader, maybe after the Rogue One Vader, maybe my favorite Vader.
Yeah.
It's very tall. It's taller than a lot of the other Vaders. It moves well, it's a DX, so it comes with a lot of great stuff. Mm-hmm. But I have the undamaged head sculpt on the figure now, and I have the damaged head sculpt actually on Empire Strikes Back Vader on the rock base. So he comes with a bunch of different bases, and I really just love the way that he looks and his presence compared to the others.
It's a cool transition, man. Like, listen, I'm, Hayden's fine. Like, I saw it. I got to go to the Lucasfilm thing at Celebration in California, and it was great to see, like you said, like the round of applause. Like, people were standing on their feet when he came out on stage. Yeah. It was great. I'm still always going to be a Sebastian Shaw stan as Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, but whatever. I got mine. You got the Return of the Jedi. That's cool. But I love this figure, man. It's a great looking Vader. And again, like I said, like it could be a great looking standard sort of maybe Return of the Jedi, maybe Revenge of the Sith type Vader without the damaged head sculpt, which it comes with, which is great. So that's a good value as well. Cool. All right, TJ, you got yours ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
There it is.
Yep. Yep.
So I don't have this. I'm not planning to spend $500 or $600 on it.
You're not getting it?
No.
Oh God.
Damn.
Whoa.
Okay. I'm getting it, but I didn't include it because I don't have it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I paid it off from the beginning. I don't think it's going to arrive until sometime in 2025, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm counting it. It'll be in my next year's list for sure. I'm sure.
And now we've shamed TJ, but okay, go ahead.
No, I'm fine. Like,
Game.
this would have been like 1 or 2 shots, and then it goes back on like display. So I'm not.
Yeah,
I get that. I get
But
that.
it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, InArt keeps just really surprising and like impressing me anytime like they announce something.
Yep. They're nailing these sculpts, man.
Yep.
Like
They
they're
are.
just
They are.
like Hot Toys has been doing a great job of that too.
They have.
But I mean, there's just something about like sometimes Hot Toys hits with the like. I mean, you got the rooted hair, and I got to be honest, like it didn't make my list, but it came very close. That Artisan Joker. I think they did an excellent job with that, and it made me happy because I think they can do rooted hair because I was worried about that.
Yeah.
Not worried from a standpoint, but just like they're diving into this. Is it going to work? But there's just something about InArt's, even their sculpted hair on this particular figure looks. I would have been happy with that if I hadn't gotten the rooted one because it looks really really good. But yeah, I mean all the detail in the outfit, as Shane was talking about with the Batman. All the things, the backpack, you open it up, it's got like, it's got things in there. I mean, I don't even know what those things are, but like, it's just cool to have them. It's all that kind of customized detail that I love about this stuff. Great.
Seeing all the parts on display at Comic-Con this year, it got me really excited to get this guy in hand because there's going to be a lot of options and stuff for different types of photography. And
Yep, for sure. I hope they do more. Well, we'll get into it because I'm sure other people have this on their list.
Me too.
All right, Tom.
Number 3 is Susu made my top 3 with this Gentle Moon.
The Gentle Moon, the probably the greatest third-party name of the year, I would say.
Yeah,
Moon.
I'm a big, again, I said it earlier, I'm a Marvel mark, so 2 of my top 3 are Marvel, but Moon Knight is up there for me, and they nailed this. This was fantastic, and I really didn't think I needed another one, but I ordered the Hot Toys one anyway because why not?
I don't feel bad.
I only have one negative thing to say about this, and Alberto, you know this really well, is that if you use the light up feature in the head, it kind of illuminates the whole head.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't
isolate those, huh?
But if you take out that one option or take out that one feature, it's the tailoring, the detail, and the clothing. It's just, it blows me away every time I pick it up and like look at it. It has a shelf presence to it.
What I
again,
did for
Susu
the
nails
LED,
the clothing, man, for sure.
Yeah, the LED, I took some tape and placed
narrowed it to the eyes.
Yes, so that it came out the eyes and not the whole sculpt. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I don't use any of the lights anyway in my figures when I display them because I'm not going to leave them on in the case. So for me, it's like if I'm going to shoot it, I'm going to do digital bullshit effects anyway, like I did here.
It's not bullshit. No.
Hey, you know what? It makes it easy. It's fine. I do like using the light up features because it does add the actual light to where it would reflect on like his eyebrows and stuff like that, which is the one thing I miss when I do the digital stuff. Sometimes I'll add that in post, but it usually never ends up looking as right. But yeah, Gentle Moon is a figure that took me by surprise. I loved it.
Great figure.
Now the icing on the cake is going to be if the new sculpt, the new artisan sculpt fits on this thing, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Their sculpt, I will say, the sculpt that they did, their
Oscar
sculpt, until I saw Hot Toys, their sculpt
was pretty
really
good,
solid.
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. Yeah, I forgot there was a sculpt with this, and there wasn't just the mask. I forgot about that. Yeah,
the first time you get a sculpt, and I was shocked how good it looked, but it is no artisan Hot Toys, which as we talked about last time on the show,
possibly one of the greatest sculpts they've ever done.
Oh my god,
incredible! All right, this is mine.
On to you, boss
number
man.
3. Bane, baby.
Bane.
This is nuts, man. This is so good. I mean, they've done this. How many times have they done this? Is it just once, or has there been 2 Banes? I forget.
This is their second time.
Second time. And I know that everybody was replacing the bodies early on and trying to get some Fison bodies that would work or whatever. But damn, did they nail this thing, man? This is incredible. Any way you put it, it's hard to put that jacket on. It looks so good with that coat on, but it's hard to cover up this body. It just looks so good. It looks so good, man. Like it's not, again, not my favorite Nolan Batman movie. It's the third favorite, but I didn't hate this movie. I like this movie, and I love Tom Hardy,
Me too.
and I loved his portrayal of this. I thought it was very good, and this figure just nails everything, man. I mean, I'm sure other people have this on their list, so we can continue the discussion as we get through. But yeah, it's great. Really surprised me. Didn't really surprise me. I heard a lot of people saying how great it looked in hand, and it took me a while to get mine for some reason from Sideshow, but it's incredible. Yeah, amazing. All right, and I think we're going to look at that right here, possibly. There we go with Shane's pick. There you go, boom. So Shane, this is all you, man. You are the Nolan Batman dude. So let's go.
This is incredible. I mean, every now and then Hot Toys does something, and they just when you think they can't get any better, they do something like this, and then they do that Ant-Man sculpt, and you're wondering was the C team working on that or what? Why? Where's the inconsistency coming from?
Right.
This is so good. The body, the seamless nature, the traps, the chest, the shoulders, the pock marks on the head, the pock marks on the side of the arms, the improved head sculpt. The body's a star to show here, but then they throw in the two different types of jackets, which now allegedly won't peel because they're not made of pleather, they're made of something else, and you got the base as well. I'm so happy that they did this, but it's funny how this is a 2.0, and this is I think one of the best examples of a 2.0. This and say the Mark III Iron Man 2.0,
Yes.
and then you have the Catwoman, which they branded a 2.0, but did not hit the mark.
No.
So this is rejoice. This was my figure of the year until about 3 days ago. But we know where this is going. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep. Incredible. They nailed it. Yeah, you're right about the Catwoman. And yeah, I'm probably going to box her back up and just wait for in art. But wait for in art is the refrain of the year, I believe. I'm going to wait for in art.
It's wait for in art. Save your ass off for J&D.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Unless you're insane. All right, Alberto, this is your list, right? Yes.
Alberto,
okay. Number 2. Wow, we're coming to consensus on number 2. I don't know if we're going to get time for consensus tonight. We may have to move that, but consensus Bane number 2 might be it.
Interesting.
It's hard to top what Shane just said, but the only thing I would say is the only reason why he's not number 1 is because he's bald and doesn't have rooted hair. Because this figure is perfect.
Whoa.
Fair point.
You're right. Let's knock down all the bald people. That's right. That's right.
Most of us in this
Whoa.
Not all of us, though.
This is just, I think it's the pinnacle of perfection by Hot Toys this year. So there's not much to add to what Shane said. It's just, if you don't have it, get it, and that's the end of it. Because it's that
I think
good.
this is pinnacle Hot Toys. Hot Toys. Absolutely. All right. Well, we'll see if that's true. Let's see Jordan's number 2. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What a figure. A figure.
I don't even know what to say. This should have been number 1, but
Well,
I know
don't give it away.
You could have done that. You could have chosen it to be number 1.
No, number 1 is even better because my bias,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But no,
Another
this is, I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet, which makes me think that it's most people's number 1, I hope, or in that vein. But this figure is the first thing, the posability that you get out of this guy.
Yeah.
No, you don't get that out of a 1/6 scale figure. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You can put this figure into any pose and he crushes it.
Yep.
It's in art absolutely nailed it with this one. Nailed it. Yes.
I haven't pushed it, but I've seen some people push some of the sword holding poses with them back over his shoulder, and it's amazing. It's really, really
phenomenal. The weathering, the rooted hair, the paint apps, the posability. This is the pinnacle, even over my number 1 pick, which my number 1 pick came at a bias. I get that. But this overall, as a 1/6 figure, is the best 1/6 figure I have in my entire collection. The best.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then this should have been your number one. I know. I know.
No.
Oh, we'll hold.
Okay.
We all have bias, though.
That's right. All right. There we go. Wow, we are consenting on a number 2 here, right here.
Yeah,
I think
let's
live right away.
Bane, he's all.
We've said a lot. I will be very quick. He looks like a real fucking person. And because the proportions are incredible. Again, the scarring and the pockmarks on the silicone body, the way the silicone moves, it seems very resilient. It seems durable. It seems like he can hold a pose. I talked to a couple people who have left him in the lapel grabbing pose for more than a week, and he held up incredibly well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hopeful that this figure will hold up for years to come. He looks like a real fucking person, and I am so excited that I missed the 1.0 so that I could get
me too.
And he could pop
No.
Jerry.
1.0 is great. I love him. Leave me alone.
No, I'm sure he's phenomenal.
No, he's not. He's not this.
But I clamored to get this, and I found it at a local shop, and that was my Christmas present to myself.
Oh, good.
And he's back there just loving life, and he's incredible figure.
Yeah,
If
I
he's
waited
loving
too
life,
long
he's
on
just
this
back there
too.
breaking backs. I take it.
Yeah, right. Snapping spines. I waited. I got this off waitlist because I waited too long on this too as well. This went very fast, as I remember. Like it went to waitlist pretty quickly. Or
I was
maybe
waiting
I
for
just
my waitlist to convert, and it was just taking so long, and I was like basically foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
And so I went out and started hunting it.
Yeah. Yeah, I literally said I made a terrible mistake when I went onto there, and it was sold out.
I jumped on it the second we covered it in the show. I was like, you know what? I should have. The other Nolan.
I don't know what it was.
I need this one.
Yeah, I know. All right, TJ. We're up to TJ. Boom. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, TJ. Yeah.
Speaking of Patrick's photography, there it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
such a good Batman figure.
Look at that shit. Oh,
bro.
Yeah.
If you guys have this, you know how good this is in hand.
Yeah,
I know.
Everything about it is amazing.
Flawless.
I haven't done enough with it. Like I have to put the Bruce Wayne sculpt is in like the case that it's in on the shelf.
Mine too. I haven't used it.
I want to put it on the I really want to just have it on the Batman. Like I love the Batman sculpt, you know, and the cowl and everything, but like that sculpt is so phenomenal. I kind of feel bad that I didn't get the Bruce Wayne. I'm like, I don't need a Bruce Wayne.
Oh, you did need it, Trevor. You need it.
I know, but like,
you need it. If for no other reason than it sits there and looks perfect on your shelf.
I know the sculpt is incredible, but I'm just going to put the sculpt in the Batman and just switch it out every 6 months or something like that. It's amazing. It's an amazing figure. Amazing. All right, Tom, give us your number 2.
All right, my number 2, right here, Jordan.
Look at that pose. Look at that pose.
Right?
I know.
Come on.
So here's another one.
I had a thing.
I had this figure sitting next to my desk for like months at this point until I was like, I have to open this before the best of the year talk because I feel like this is going to make my list somewhere. And I opened them yesterday and I was playing around with them and I was like, this is in my top 3 easily. I just don't know where until I was like working out my list and you know I settled on number 2 and it is a phenomenal figure. It looks perfect for Aragorn. I love it. I can't wait. I don't even have him up with my other fellowship, but I can't wait to see him with the rest of the fellowship. It's just the amount of detail, the amount of accessories, the clothing looks great on him, the hair looks perfect. I could just keep going on and on listing, but it is just what a phenomenal figure. I am grateful we have Queen Studios in art just in our lives in the 1/6 fashion right now.
Well, I would say aside from Gandalf, if you have the in-art Gandalf, and I know you do, and the Asmus Gimli, when you put it on the shelf with the rest of it really deteriorates the rest of your fellowship. It's like we need everything, and I know they've said I think I heard them say that they're going to do everybody but Boromir, and I'm like, why would you not do Boromir? Like, why would you not do Boromir? Like, come on. So hopefully that's. hopefully that's wrong.
By the time they get
Boromir's-
there,
I
we
hope
might
so.
see that
I hope so.
tune change. We'll see. Got to get through
I
some
hope
hobbits first, so we'll see.
Yeah. The Hobbits are a big hump. So
Let's just do a Hobbit
I'm a weird one.
Yeah.
Hobbit 4-pack would be
Ooh.
fantastic. I'd buy. I'd be all over that
Yep,
for
I'd be on that.
$1,500
One
or
go.
whatever the hell it is.
Oh my god, don't say that.
Rooted hobbits.
I'm in.
Rooted feet. You gotta have rooted feet.
Yep.
Gotta have rooted feet, man.
Oh,
gotta
that's
have rooted
hot.
feet. Gotta.
Silicon ankle joints and whatnot.
That's right. That's right. All right. My number 2 is Paul.
There it is. Paul.
Yeah, this looks so good, man. I mean, it looked great in prototype, but seeing it in hand from people who have it, and I watched. I don't know whose review did I watch.
How did they get it already?
I don't know. They've got a lot of the YouTube influencers.
Well, my
and stuff.
invoice
They've got-
said if I paid, they were gonna ship it out in 2. It was gonna.
That's
take
what mine
2
said.
weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
My I paid up front, so as soon as I got that thing, I was like, oh, I only owed $30 on shipping. I was like,
I know.
okay,
How great is
let's
that?
go.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, done. And I was
$30,
expecting it to
and
go
you
up
know
the
this
next
is not
day.
going to be a small box or a light box, so that's fantastic. I wish we could order more directly from Minart. I mean, I realize the licensing things, but man, it would be fantastic.
You get that one deep though.
You get the Muad'Dib. Yep. Yeah, I can't wait for this. I think it's going to be amazing. I want more Dune figures. I don't know if they're going to do more Dune figures or not. I mean, I know that other company was doing some good. They did a good Oscar Isaac
Toys.
sculpt. Yeah, Og Toys. I thought I'd ordered the kind of Atreides, but I didn't order that one, so I don't know.
I want
don't know if I'm gonna get it.
a Rebecca Ferguson, like pretty bad.
Yeah,
in
shocking
second
that they
movie.
haven't done her, but she would be like, if InArt was to do anyone else, I think it would be, I would like her more than anyone
That's
else.
those would be my 2 to start, and then
Yep,
depending.
I'd be
how-
happy with like if that was my representation on the shelf
Yep.
for Dune
Same.
And Dune 2, it'd be great. But you need the tattooed version of her as well. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
need
100%.
sculpts.
That's what I
Yeah,
want.
for sure.
Speaking of tattoos, and not to divert, but Tom, Trevor, everyone, have you watched Shiloh?
Yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
God! So I am like we're at like episode 7 of the first season.
Yes.
Holy cow!
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I
So
just have to watch this week's.
It's so
I'm
good.
current almost.
yeah, my wife didn't realize that was her. Like I'm like that's
Oh, yes.
Rebecca Ferguson from Dune. She's like,
Okay.
oh my God. Yeah, this is great. Common
Sidebar.
Yeah.
No, Common's awful, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's still I get
awful.
no, it's not awful, but I get
He's
past
better
his
than me.
acting.
He can't
Yes.
play off against Tim Robbins and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a great actor." Like, no, you're a rapper turned actor.
No,
It's very
yeah,
much
you're
shows.
not Tim Robbins. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not Tim Robbins. Yeah, exactly. All right, Shane, here we go. We're back to you, and we're on. Are we on number
Here we
one?
go.
Number
Shane's
one?
number 1.
Number 1.
Woo! There it is.
Lisan
Boom,
al-Gaib.
same picture.
Listen,
Lisan al-Gaib.
I just
Yep,
I
amazing.
had just no business picking this figure, but
I know you're
that's
not
like a
big on
movie-
this movie. Like you like
No,
this
no,
movie,
no.
I know, but you're not like
let's reset
all
that
over
now.
it. Yep. Okay.
The second movie
Yeah.
blew my mind. The first movie I
no.
watched on a Friday night after a long, hard week at work, and I started watching it too late. It's a long movie, and while I recognize going through, okay, that shot is incredible, that sound engineering is incredible, soundtrack
Yeah.
is great cast, dialogue, and eventually when the acting gets going. But I didn't understand what the Bene Gesserit was. I didn't understand what the Kwisatz Haderach was, and I'm not pronouncing that right, but all the different things. And then I watched the second movie, and it blew me away. And I went back and rewatched the first movie and a bunch of breakdowns and read the book, and then I was like, right, okay, I'm getting a lot more out of this now. Mm-hmm. The second movie is incredible. So this is pre-ordered, like this is
Nice.
but it knocked Bane off my top spot, and you know how much
That's
if in comparison to the Nolan trilogy to this Dune trilogy, okay, there's only 2 of them at the moment, but it'd be very hard to knock something off my favorite trilogy list. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
this is even I'm buying this on the strength of Dune 2 because it's essentially the same. Now I know people come in and says it doesn't have the eyes of Ibad. I get that, but it's Paul Atreides. This looks absolutely incredible.
Yeah, this shocks me because you are the Nolan that trilogy guy.
Well, you know
and,
what? I think part of on the YouTube thing is you have to. I try as much as possible to take the bias out of it, and we can't
Sure.
completely. We can't take
No,
the bias
of course
completely out
not.
of it because it's not maths. Like it's things you're emotionally connected to. But like I mean, this man's point about the Bane having no hair. Like this is part of the reason. This guy with the hair, they've done a fantastic. This is the best I think in art from proto to product that we've seen, and that is a hard thing to say because Aragorn is amazing, because like I know that the rooted 2-pack Joker is getting a kind of shot on and sometimes because now that the artisan's out there, but let's not take this. That's an incredible figure too. A lot of people think it's better than the artisan. You have their Pennywise, you have their Batman. They're doing incredible things, but I think this is their best offering so far, and that's it's amazing.
I think sculpt wise and hair wise, and this is a difficult thing with short hair like this to do this to get it to sit. And I have to say I love the fact that people again to go back to the JMB and the silicone. It's like the people are having the same debate as to whether what is the point of that. And when they came out and started doing rooted hair, everybody was like, why would I want this? Why would I want to? Like, I don't want to style hair. I don't want to be a little tiny doll stylist or whatever. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do anything. Just don't mess with it too much.
Less is more.
It'll be fine. And everybody gets it now, and everybody's like, hell yeah! Oh my god, it looks so much better.
The
backpack. Oh my god,
like
it's incredible.
It's got the thumper in it. It's got it's got the thing that he uses to get water out of the sand, or some device he uses.
Yep.
I think it has the little needle as well that they use. I think they use it to put up against.
They drain the bodies.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I'm getting confused between the test, but yeah, I got way too excited about that backpack.
Well, it's cool, and this is the kind of thing like people would get into. Again, going back to customs and stuff, like people wanted like a metal gun and something that the chamber would open, and sometimes bullets would go in there, and I'm like, why would you need this? But this is the kind of detail that people like on a figure of this level for this price, and they're giving it and they're delivering it. Whether or not you ever open that backpack or display that stuff in any capacity, it's there, and you just like the idea that it's there. It's a complete package. It's cool. Very nice. All right, Alberto, number 1. Oh, yes.
The only reason why Paul Atreides was number 1 is because I don't have it. So I do have this one, and I absolutely love this figure, and I'm dying to put it on there and take a couple of shots with it. But it's
Me
just
too.
the possibility, all the accessories,
it's intimidating.
It is.
It was intimidating. I sat down to open it. I was like, oh, I have like an hour. Like 2.5 hours later, I'm like still opening and putting stuff on.
Having to put belts and stuff on is not. I'm not loving that. Like Asmus did that to us too, and like I hate that, but I understand why for transportation. But yeah.
But yeah, so. Leonard for the win, 2nd year in a row. Last year was Gandalf. This year, so
there you go.
This is that.
All right, Jordan. I can only guess what this is going to be. Whoa! Okay. All right.
Wow.
Batman deserves a top spot for sure.
Shocking, but good.
Yeah. Batman will always be number 1 for me, so I'm very biased. Very biased. But there's a lot to back it up. It's sitting right there. It's a phenomenal figure, top to bottom. Aragorn's really close, but they nailed it. And I have both. I have the Hot Toys and the in-art version, and they're both really great figures. So not to take away from one or the other. Whatever route you decide to take, they're great figures. But the in-art Batman crushes it, top to bottom. Easily my number 1. Yes.
Nice. Now, did you get the whole? You got the whole package. You got the.
I've got the Bat Signal and the Bruce Wayne and the Batman, which makes it even better because the Bruce Wayne is fucking phenomenal. It's all really, really good. Yeah.
Damn it! All right.
Damn it!
All right.
Yep. I took a whole. I set up a whole set. Tom knows about this. a whole set. I had like six
Yep.
6-scale figures in one photo.
Still waiting for you to redo this, by the way.
Yeah.
Continue.
And then I realized in post, I'm like, fuck me. His Batarang chest piece fell out. And so I took the whole image, the whole set with no chest piece. I'm like, okay, this is screwed. I can't use it. So it's gone. It's lost to time.
Damn.
But it's all still great.
Tom could have photoshopped that in for you, probably.
Oh, yeah. I could not. Yeah, because I had him at a weird angle, and I'm like, fuck. I can't Photoshop this in.
Yeah.
No.
All right, good one. Wow, is a consensus in art so far. So Sean, what do you got here for us here?
Sorry.
Oh,
all right, but
I like the.
There we
Sorry.
go.
But this is
So this figure exists because of in art.
yeah.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah,
So,
for sure.
A rising tide raises all ships.
That's right.
And it's foolish for collectors to pick a side. Because when there's
Absolutely.
competition, we all win.
That's
And
right.
Correct.
the reason we have the best 1/6 Joker, which is this one,
No. It's
Disagree,
not.
but okay,
You're right.
continue.
is
You're right, but you're wrong.
of the in art 2-pack. Now we have this one, which is superior. The sculpt is better. And ultimately, it's the culmination of everyone's efforts and love for the Nolan trilogy that we get this figure.
These
And
opinions do not represent one pack as a whole.
Yeah. No one knew who we are till we put on the mask, you know?
I just think that so when I close my eyes and I think of Heath Ledger as the Joker, I see this. I don't see the in art one, and that's I love that people love that figure. I think it's great. Again, ultimately, we got this figure because of what in art was able to do, and
Right
I'm
about
just
that.
excited about it. I think I don't have a 1/6 scale Heath Ledger Joker. Except for this is my representation of that character. I have the very terrible Hot Toys 1/4 scale Joker. So I'm looking forward to once this finally shows up in my house, putting it prominently on display. But here we go. That's my number one.
I am going to. Okay, as an owner of the in-art Joker, and as one of the people who was like touting that, and I will say I think the clothing on the in-art Joker is superior. Okay, I've looked. I haven't seen this in hand, so I don't know. I've only from pictures and in-hand pictures, and just looking at the detail and stuff that they put in that, and even the weathering on it. But I'm telling you right now, I haven't seen this in person. I think this sculpt might be better than the in-art sculpt. Now, I have seen third-party sculpts that blow both of these away, blow them away, and I missed one for a very cheap price, which I am killing myself to this day that I did not buy that thing. But I think this might be a better sculpt. I think it might be a better sculpt overall. I don't know, not having seen it in hand, but it's very good, and it makes me happy from what you said. Rising tide raises all ships, and this is going to push in art because Hot Toys can do this shit now, and they've proven it that they can do rooted hair, and their sculpts have been great throughout the last 2 years. They've been nailing almost 90% of everything, and now they got rooted hair on top of it. So this is going to be great for everybody. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
absolutely. Very good figure.
We have a lot
of
talk
TJ.
out there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. TJ, can I add you to the stage here?
Yeah. Do it. It looks ready.
Yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
Look at that
My boy.
shot. Nice.
Whew.
Gorgeous.
His own photo.
Yep. I know, right?
I mean, I didn't think I'd ever see a good looking Aragorn in my life.
I know.
Judging
I know.
everything that's ever come out. And if I
know.
remember correctly, the prototype was terrible.
No.
In art?
The
You're
very
insane.
first, no, the very first one they showed was terrible. And
Well,
then-
no.
Singapore.
They showed it
Singapore.
in live, and everybody was like, "Whoa, what happened here?" But they didn't futz the hair, and it was kind of a shitty picture. I
Didn't
think.
they rework the sculpt after?
I don't
people
think so.
complained?
No,
I
they
don't
had
think so.
shown at one of their, I think it was a show in
Oh, that show in
Singapore.
Vegas, right?
And it was
Yes,
like
it was the
really, really
Vegas show.
early prototype before the actual prototype images came up, and
Right.
there was a big like, this looks rough, and it did look rough.
Yeah.
And
did
then
look
they
rough.
had the prototype images out, and it was just like, yeah,
The
it was just
prototype images are
Amazing.
stunning for
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
figure.
I still think that people have said that like, oh, they lost something in the prototype. I don't think it lost anything in the prototype. I think the prototype images were very well done. And I think you can get, this is a great shot right here. I think you can get really good shots of it that look immaculate. I mean,
All
just
how you
like,
light it, 100%.
it's all how you light it, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
we photographers know that. Everybody kind of knows that. It's incredible, man. This figure.
It's
I look back on the Asmus days when we got the slim one, which is the one I just packed up and I'm going to be selling, but I don't know who's buying, but somebody. And you know, I mean, I futzed that thing, man. I put wax in the hair, I messed with it. And it was like, you know, you step back a little bit, and it's pretty good. You know, that's as best as you were gonna get. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was it. Like, that's my Lord of the Rings collection, and yeah, I can't wait. This is kind of the figure that kind of gave me the catalyst of. Well, we'll go on. Let's go on to Tom's, and we'll talk about this in a minute. Because
TJ, next year we got Dwalin.
You think so?
Yeah, we got it. Come on.
I hope so. I'm in for it.
I would love some dwarves. That'd be great.
Yep.
So I'm just going to preface. Mine is very much for me. This is my top 10 list. So
Good.
be prepared
Good.
not to see anything
yeah.
that you're expecting.
This
But
is Tom's
for me, it's-
show.
it's
I
just
knew
great.
this was going to be your top 10, your top number one, or at least your top two. Yep, I knew it.
The second this arrived, and it arrived in February, and I knew already then what my number one figure for the entire year was, and it would not be changed by anything else dropping that
I
year.
love it.
Because as someone who loves zombies, as someone who grew up loving Doctor Strange, this is like a marriage of two amazing things all together, and it sits on proudly in the top of my living room on the very top shelf, right next to an XM Studios Doctor Strange statue on a Doctor Strange wide shelf. So it's like my life is Doctor Strange, and I love it. I even wore a shirt that's very Doctor Strangey for that. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I love
you
this
killed
figure.
it with the pictures on this too. Like, and like this is
unbelievable.
just.
Thank
I mean, I remember when this first came out, and you were just gushed, man. So like, I knew this was going to definitely make your top two or three for sure. And
The
number one
shelf
doesn't surprise me
presence.
at all.
Yeah. All those demons just kind of coming out from around him, all the souls.
Right.
Like, oh, they get me every time I walk by it. I love it. I want to shoot it more. It's just capturing all of that in frame is impossible. That's why I've only done like 2 portraits so far.
Have you used that base for anything else either? Because we remember we were talking about that base and like, oh, that would be great for a lot of things.
Yeah, I've used them in photography so far, none of which have made it to my page yet.
Okay.
I have shot it.
They're going to be phenomenal. They just haven't made it.
I kind of want to use it for basic shots. I don't know why, but yeah. A couple of
All right, and I didn't plan this, but I guess I'm
There we
the last
go.
one.
Aragon?
So here we go.
Oh,
Yep.
yes,
my God.
there it is.
This is Agent Butterman's picture.
Yes,
I
Patrick.
love this
Yep.
shot.
I love that
Patrick
shot,
killed
too.
this. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all been said, but like this, I was just about to say it when we were talking about TJ's, but like this is the catalyst for me. Like, I want to pare things down, and I just want the best representation of that I can get on the shelf for, especially things that I love. And more the years go by, I love Star Wars. I've always loved Star Wars. I still love Star Wars, but I'm, again, I'm not going to harp on Ahsoka, but like, I'm just not going to get things that like, Ian. Shane, Ian's taken to Agent Silver Fox has gone to just the OT, and I think I may take that route. Maybe just sticking to the OT and a few representations of other things like Rogue One or whatever. But this is it, man. I want the best Lord of the Rings set that we can possibly get. I really hope that InArt delivers on at least the Fellowship. I know they probably won't go as deep as Asmus has done. Asmus has some good ancillary figures. They're not going to be this quality, but yeah, I love this figure, man. It's incredible. Everything I wanted. Yeah, and
I'm good
Legolas.
with
I hope
this.
Legolas is going to be good. Gandalf was incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
I'm honestly gonna say, I know we haven't even started yet, and you were kind of saying maybe pushing it, but I'm okay with Aragorn being number 1 for the show and Bane being number 2 for the show. I don't know what the number 3 spot is, but that's
no.
my vote.
Whoa.
Batman is at least 3.
Batman, I'm fine with Batman being 3.
All right. Well, I mean, can we come to a? I mean, we're going overtime here, but we may as well go to the hour. So we got 10 minutes, and then Shane can finally go to bed and wake up for the the Hope Show tomorrow at some point. All right, consensus top 3. I mean, we got 3 in-art figures that have made just about everybody's list.
Mm-hmm. I still can't put Paul on mine because it just came out. No one here has it in hand.
I understand.
And if that's the case, I don't think that it makes the top 3.
Yeah. If I had him, different story.
Exactly.
Do we all have Bane, or is Bane like something we could all concede to be like
buy
2 or
Bane
3?
because I'm happy with my original Bane. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, you're consoling yourself, Jordan, is what you're doing. Like you're just
I have Bane. I just haven't opened him yet, but I completely concede based on how great he looks in everybody's photography.
When you open him,
as good
man,
as people say.
Yeah,
he's
it's really amazing to hold.
It was my number 2.
It's unreal.
Is Bane number 3? Is Bane number 2? I think Aragorn's got to be number 1. I think Aragorn's got to be number 1.
Yeah,
Aragorn Batman Bane seems like a reasonable concession based on everyone's comments.
Now we're passing up a lot of like. I mean, I know Spider-Man, the red and blue, was on a lot of people's list. I would have put it on my list. I don't have it, so I don't have as much. But
Batman seems very high on everyone's list.
But I have Batman. It didn't make my list, but I love that Batman. There was just other things that I liked more. But
did Aragorn get more number 1s than anyone else?
Yeah, I would say democratically, who is everyone's number 1?
Okay, let's go around. Shane.
I still think Paul is the number 1.
Okay. Sean.
Well, I said the Joker.
Okay.
Artisan Joker.
Are we all going with our own number 1s?
No,
no. Are you asking us what we picked?
Like if we had to concede, like based on what everybody's put up there.
I would say Aragorn. I would say Aragorn. I don't have
okay. I would say Aragorn in that sense.
Yes.
I will say, Sean, that I think Paul is going to be like I think that sculpt is probably going to beat the Aragorn sculpt, but I don't have it in hand yet, and I can't say for sure.
Yeah, right.
I've been staring at Aragorn for a year now.
2025. I'm definitely down with putting in the top 3. That's fine by me. But not 2025.
I think that Joker. I think the Joaquin Joker might be a 2025. I mean, it's officially okay for this year and next year, honestly, because nobody's got it in hand yet. So except for bloggers or whatever. But all right. Number 2.
Batman. I'm good. Batman.
Okay.
I would say Bane just because he was higher up on everybody's list, but I'm okay with it being Batman because Batman made my top 10 where Bane did not. So,
TJ,
Batman.
So you
so good.
Batman. Alberto.
I would go with Bane. I think it's the top line.
Which one?
We picked Bane.
Bane. Okay.
I would go Bane because we picked
Bane,
the top
Batman, Bane or Batman. Let's go with Bane or Batman.
Damn it, Batman.
Sean, Bane or Batman? Number 2.
Bane.
Okay.
Oh God.
Shane, Bane or Batman?
For the 1 spot or the second?
For the 2 spot, the second spot.
I'm going to have to say Bane then.
Yeah.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
Bane is 2.
I gotta say Bane. I gotta go with Bane because I think
Does anyone own the inner Batman?
It's okay.
I have the inner Batman. It's great. It's great.
He's number 3. He still makes the list. He still is. It's an honor to be mentioned, and yet he still makes the list.
All right, I'm going to put it out there. Can we say, as a consensus, can we all agree that, like, based on all of our votes here and all of our lists, that we would say it was Batman in art, Bane Hot Toys, Aragorn in art, number 1.
Oh, yes. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Batman, Bane, Aragorn. There you go. There you go. That was the easiest one I think we've ever done.
Easy.
Last year's was pretty. Actually, last year was pretty easy because I think we all pretty much had the top.
That's true. Yeah, we did. That's true. We did. And there was only 3 of us, but this was pretty good. See, democracy can work, kids. There you go. So
this is the only time you'll ever see that happen.
Sometimes. So there's your top 3. Your top 3. Batman from InArt. Hot Toys Bane, and InArt Aragorn. InArt taking 2 of the top 3 spots. I think InArt's going to take a lot of people's. I've been watching some of the shows, and it's been taking a lot of the top spots. Either Aragorn or Batman or Paul, if they've allowed that.
The Harry Potter, the little Harry Potter dude. Yeah,
he looks great.
Harry Potter was incredible.
The little Harry Potter dude, Harry Potter. Harry,
no,
the titular character,
the main character.
I'm saying like those figures were tough to pass up on because they look so good. I am not that big a Harry Potter fan, so like I didn't need them, but man, they look good. And I think Hermione they fixed up, and what's his name? Ron looks great, by all accounts. But as I think Sean, you summed it up, man. I think like the rising tide raises all boats, and I think everything is just getting better and better. Yep. Hopefully that doesn't mean with whatever's coming in 2025 that prices are going higher and higher because it's getting ridiculous. But it also means that maybe we have to take more of a Shane approach and do those 3. Does it touch all the bases that you want out of a character? You know what I mean? And I think that's where I'm going this year for sure with things like things have to really be more than just like, hey, this guy was in the show that I liked, for an episode or 2. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be the Mandalorian represents the Mandalorian, and I'm good with that. That's
what I've started to do as well is adding on to that is, will I like this in 10 years' time? And it's so hard.
Yeah.
To put, you don't know what you're going to like in, well, depending on your type of person you are, if you're impulsive or not, but like, I have a fairly good idea of what I like, and if I'm going to, like, if I buy a RoboCop from 1987, I've been watching that movie since I was way too young to be watching that movie, I'm probably going to like it in 10 years' time, 20 years' time. Same as a Terminator 2 or a Ripley, but the newer stuff, like the Dune 2, that's a bit more of a gamble. But the quality of the movie, it's like, I know I'll watch that in 5 years, 10 years' time, and I'll still appreciate that movie. And it's a hard thing to think about, but sometimes it has helped me to filter out things that I don't need.
I think that is it. I think it's longevity, and I have things like Pulp Fiction figures on my shelf, and I'm like, I don't think I can get rid of those because, Pulp Fiction is something I come back to again and again and again. Mandalorian I like. I don't know if I would, watch every season or like every character equally and things like that. So, I think that's a good way to go. That's going to help me for sure in the years to come. Guys, thank you all very much for staying here for 3 freaking hours. I appreciate it. I didn't calculate how long it would take for 7 people to do their top 10s, but now we know. Shane, I thank you for staying up this late. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Shane.
We'll get you back on at a more reasonable time and a more reasonable length of show, for sure.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the Hope Show tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time.
I think it's we're going 9 p.m. my time.
So what is that?
Because I'm off the next day, so it's 4 p.m. Eastern and
even better. Perfect.
1 p.m. West Coast,
Pacific.
I think.
Cool.
So slightly later tomorrow.
What's the consensus best figure of 2024? Aragorn, right?
Aragorn.
Aragorn.
Yeah, that's what we decided on.
Aragorn.
Good.
Number 1.
Okay, good.
So that is 1-6-Figure Focus. If you're not subscribed to 1-6-Figure Focus. Great show. Always putting out videos, man. Constantly giving you some good stuff. Personal takes on things. And then I like that you're bringing back the, what is it called? The collectors interviews. Sorry, it's escaping me.
Visions. Yeah.
Visions.
I got Patrick on there from Zor Photography, and that was a lot of fun because that
was a good episode. Yep.
And he's just those poses he breaks down. Some of those poses literally take some hours to do.
Yeah.
And a lot of time he doesn't use wires. So there's a pose where he's Thanos, or Endgame Cap is fighting Thanos. Like he's after hitting him at Mjolnir, and he's just balancing him on the hip and stuff. And it's like,
it's nuts.
Patience, man.
Incredible. Sean, what you got coming up? Anything? Shots?
I am
appearances?
working on a couple of projects for something that I can't talk about.
Oh, come on, bitch.
Yeah. I've had a crazy couple of weeks with toys. Anyway. I just did some stuff for Valaverse, and I'm doing some stuff for someone else. So hopefully in the next couple months you'll see them. But I'm working on a diorama today, which lots of fun stuff coming. And Balin Skull collaboration with Alberto.
There you go. Done. Nice. Jordan, what you got, man? You passed the story on to me. I've got to follow up on that. That's on my.
You asked for that.
I know.
Until then, I'm only working on my end of the year stuff from SW Photo. So Sean.
Oh yeah,
Sean.
I want to do that too.
He puts together a great end of the year recap.
Love it.
And I'm trying to work on that to get it posted in time.
I'll do that first.
Yeah. Yes.
It's great categories. It's a really fun thing to look back on. It gets you thinking about your shots. It's not just like your favorite shot and everybody's favorite shot or whatever. It's really good. Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Oh, Alberto, what you got, man? Happy birthday again.
I'll just drink rum, hitting the beach tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but when I get back, hopefully, I want to do some Aragon shirts. I'm hoping we can do a major collab with all of us if everybody has a figure.
I would love that. That would be great.
So just promoting the best figure of the year, that would be nice.
That would be perfect.
I'm gonna start with the Monster Force. So I got a couple figures coming in, so I'm gonna work on those.
There we go.
Welcome. Enabled.
Alberto or the Emperor.
Yeah.
Alberto. Look who's on my desk right here.
Yeah, Astro. Yes.
It's coming. As soon as I can get done with these accessories for this stupid Mythic Legions book, I'll be not stupid. It's a great book. I'm done with accessories, man. I can't take it. No. It's going to be a great book. Whatever. Accessories. Yeah, accessories. TJ, what do you got, man?
Just dinner, hopefully.
Dinner.
Cool. Nice.
Popeyes.
Good. What's for dinner?
I ordered Chinese food while we were talking.
There we go.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Orange chicken.
We got some lo mein and some Szechuan dumplings.
Nice. What'd you get? Lo mein and what?
Szechuan dumplings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice. Yep. I don't know how you can eat at 10 o'clock at night, man.
I have no choice. Yeah.
Okay.
This show
you could have eaten before the show.
You could have eaten before the show. 7 o'clock, man.
Who eats at 7? Old people?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. Old people eat at 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
I eat so often that I'm often eating at 7. So anyway, yeah. That's...
It's okay.
Tom, I didn't even notice you took your sweater off.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he did so a long time ago.
Yeah.
What do you got coming up? Anything? Any shots?
No. Well, I mean, I have some stuff I'm going to post before the end of the year. Nothing too crazy. And then I'm going to do Sean's
best
thing.
thing you've ever seen. Yes.
No, it won't be. Then I have Sean's thing I'm going to do for the first, and then top 9. The usual end of the year stuff.
Yeah.
And like TJ, the second the stream ends, I will be cooking dinner for myself.
Oh.
Well, you're on the West Coast. That's a different set. What time is it for you? Is it 5 o'clock for you, or 4 o'clock, or 7 o'clock?
It's 7, but I have like an hour's worth of cooking to do. So.
Oh.
A lot of cooking.
It is a lot of cooking.
Microwave.
I don't know why I
made
this feast tonight. I don't know.
Yeah.
I want some steamed chicken with broccoli now.
Yeah, I know. Now I'm hungry again. Thanks, TJ. I will not be eating. Tomorrow night we got Legion's Lounge, top 5, another top show of the year, but it's only 5, so hopefully we still got 6 people on that show, but there's only 5, so hopefully. But we'll be doing a live poll. I wanted to try and do it on this. Maybe we'll try and do it next year, but there's so many figures. Like, how do you fit all those figures into a poll? You know what I mean? For people to pick, it's kind of impossible. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure out a way to do it, but that should be fun. And then, that's it. Then just shooting accessories for the next 4 or 5 days. That's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thanks for everybody for sticking around
thank
for
you so
this
much.
for 3 hours. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chats, mainly from our guests. But
My
MJ
phone
Shaw.
died, or I would have said more.
Stop. And we'll see you in another 2 weeks, man. Maybe with some of these same faces. We're going to talk about some news, which we didn't talk about tonight. Some new stuff coming out, but hopefully by then there'll be a bunch of stuff to talk about. And Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy Hanukkah if you're celebrating. And we'll see you next
for
year.
the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us. We'll see you next year. See you guys. 2025, new year, new figs.
There it is.
May the foam
be with you.
Be with you always.